Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Shards of Nyrn here on Dork Tales. Sorry, I changed my mic setting so it wasn't registering. So hi everybody, welcome back. We are here with the Shards of Nyrn. It is a Wednesday night, you're feeling alright, and what the hell is this campaign about?
Nobody knows.
It's secretly, it's Trinity Aberrant, so I hope you guys are ready to be superheroes.
Yes,
All I know is that I want to punch a god. That's...
Why? Just for fun, or like...
Mostly just because it was something that we said could possibly happen.
That's true.
Like,
That's
way
true.
back when. I was like, yeah, but we'll be punching
True.
gods, and...
Yeah, that is true. That was said. Punching gods.
Don't
was
worry,
said.
there's probably room for that.
This
So
is
hey,
why I
everybody-
wanted to join this campaign, is I want to punch a god too.
Hashtag challenge accepted. Hashtag dreams come true.
Honestly, like, I can just run Scion if you want to punch gods that bad. Like, it's pretty easy.
Eh.
Alright. We talking about Scion's a good game.
Yeah, but it's not this game.
That's true. Alright, speaking of this game, why don't I tell you a little bit about this game? So hi everybody, welcome to Shards of Nyrn. This is our localized homebrew game, and this is episode 100. I feel like I need a better... Oh, wait, ooh, I remember! I literally downloaded something for this. One sec.
Just use the bear cannon.
No, it's too far away.
I was just gonna
sad.
say that.
It's an air horn, right? So it's...
It is an air horn.
Yes!
Yeah,
All right, so let's do that over. Hello, welcome back to the Shards of Nyrn here on Dork Tales. This is episode 100. I literally downloaded an air horn app. Because I'm a YouTuber. All right, so hello everybody. So if you're wondering what the hell this is, or you have been with us watching other Dork Tales content and have not watched episodes of Shards of Nyrn, you have missed quite a bit. Normally I have a pre-rendered audio cutscene that starts this off, but instead I'm just going to wing it because it has been a hell of a week. I'm very sleepy. Actually, I'm pretty amped right now because I get to run Shards of Nyrn. So a couple things. Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm the Dungeon Master here at Dork Tales, and I have ran this campaign for 100, probably a few more, but I don't know what the count is, episodes. And a little bit about this campaign, which is set on our homebrew world of Ylos. In fact, this is the campaign that started all, the first campaign of Dork Tales that was not an Extra Life game, and is the longest running game on the channel. It follows a group of adventurers who allied themselves in the lands of Thesturel, a small island cut off literally as it was once cleft from the main continent on the world of Ylos. There, at the southern tip of Telusia, these adventurers came together after a human peasant girl accidentally caused a chain of events by interrupting an ancient sealing ritual that had held the goddess of darkness, Nyrn, at bay inside of an ancient temple beneath her small hamlet. Tricked into doing so, and guided by her own greed, she attempted to steal a gem in the statue's forehead, the statue bearing Nyrn's visage. The statue, well, the gem shattered. The pieces flying across the world, getting into all sorts of mischief, and when this person woke, they had been transmogrified into one of Nyrn's chosen, a tiefling. She had then gone on an adventure to go and learn how to transform herself back into a human from the wisest in the lands, a man named Edagon the Wise, who was quite a ways away. In the preceding time, she allied herself with several people. One, a cleric of Vela, the storm and sky goddess and counterpart to Nyrn's darkness, named Malia Sunsworn, a dwarven tempest cleric, as well as a former soldier turned druid named Tia Armstrong, some monk guy, and eventually the heir to the right-wing fortune, formerly Xeno right-wing, who has gone through some changes. Along the way, they also encountered a young dragon girl that had been sealed in a protective cocoon of amber named Faramina Hazal, and she joined the party as well. The party it went forth, did all sorts of adventures. They fought off hordes of gnolls to protect the place known as Dog Run Bridge, becoming the heroes of Dog Run Bridge in the process. They fought dragons. They acquired one of the Eyes of Nyrn, one of the 3 gems required to reseal the Dark Goddess before she awakens. They travel to a distant, kind of Egypt-adjacent land and turned it into an archipelago by sort of accident. They became terrorists in the Elven home state. That was probably a dragon's fault, though, so don't blame them. And most recently, they've been recruited by an ally of the party, an Asimar and paladin of Vela named Viceland Skyborn, who has asked them to help him retrieve a city known as the City of Ivory, or the Ivory City, that has been stolen by an evil Rakshasa named Vargas, and stolen away into the city of Mirage, a roaming casino island that moves around the wastes of Kanasa. Along the way there, they also encountered a new party member who has joined them recently, a genasi from the Cladassian Empire that existed in this region that they're currently in several thousand years before, and is a rare type of genasi known as an astral genasi, if I'm not mistaken, which I'm going to put that on the Patreon soon. So together they have all joined up, they've gone gambling, and most recently they have united with Amy's character's father, who is technically legally separated from her mother right now, and technically married to an orc woman, because there's a bunch of things happening in the orc new home world, well, home country. It's a big thing. Long story short, they tried to stop a god from gambling away part of his divinity, and broke the only rule that exists in the entire city, which is thou shalt not cheat if it doesn't benefit the house. But that's enough introduction here. I think it's time for us to hop into regular introductions. I'm going to pass the mic around, and everybody tell me who you are. Let's go in a big circle, starting with Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I get to play Malia Sunsworn, our Dwarven Tempest Cleric of Vela. And she is lovely, and she is my OG Dork Tales character, so she's got a special place.
It's true. All right. Also, as I'm going through, if anybody has any fun announcement, please drop them. Christine, do you have any announcements at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So with that, let's pass over to Amy. Hey, Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy. I use she, her, they, them pronouns, and I am so happy to be playing my girl Tia Armstrong, the half-orc druid, Circle of the Moon. But you know, there's a mix of elf and human in there too. So it's a good time.
It was a good time. It was a good time for the ancestors.
Yes.
They mixed well.
She's a little miffed at her father right now.
Oh, it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. Do you have any fun announcements?
No, but if people haven't watched Mage the Ascension yet, our Victorian era game, they should definitely be doing it because that game is dope.
It is. Now, just real quick notice about that. The YouTube cut of that is going to actually be delayed an extra day. It's going to be out tomorrow, or it's going to be on Friday, actually, because I didn't have a chance to edit it for the YouTube cut. You can still watch the VOD on YouTube right now, or probably on Twitch right now, but just I had a bunch of life stuff that suddenly came up. I was able to go to a doctor's office today, which in British Columbia is really hard right now. We've got like 5 doctors. Tons of free medical, but no one to give it to you.
I remembered what my announcement.
Oh, you have
It's not really an announcement, but it's a fun thing.
Okay, what is it?
I have stickers.
This is true. And also we have a ton of new emotes in the chat, and the one that you're going to be seeing from me a lot tonight is this guy, which is the epitome of myself. All right, let's pass it
This
down
party
to...
provokes that one a lot.
Let's head down to Katrina.
Hey everyone, my name's Katrina. I use she, her pronouns. And tonight I get to play Asen Rightwing. She is our half-elf ranger in the group, who is recently Asen. So that's neat, because I get to transition her alongside myself, and hey, that's always fun.
Hashtag tranself.
Tranself, yay. So I'm super stoked to get back to play her again. And special and fun announcements from me is I am hoping to be able to get my HRT finally on Monday if my blood pressure cooperates. It has been 6 doctor's appointments of trying to get my blood pressure under control, but we think we've got it this time. If it's good, I get my pills. Yay, that's good. Another fun announcement for me is I have some super fun emotes from my channel, actually, but right now they're only sub emotes. I don't have access to follower emotes yet.
Need some Dom emotes.
So I do have some fun sub emotes for Captain Starbun on here now.
Nice. Nice. All right, let's pass over to Winter.
Hi, I'm Winter. I play Mars, the Tiefling Rogue Warlock. Yes, multi-classed. It's very fun. I go by she, her, and I'm really sorry about my voice tonight, guys. I'm going to try to control it as much as possible, but I do have a bit of a throat infection that is healing.
Well, thanks for playing in spite of it.
Yeah, well, it's been forever, and like I want to get this 100th episode done, guys. I do have a quick announcement. Once I am all healed up and I can talk for long periods of time again, because you guys just love the sound of my voice, apparently.
Absolutely.
Kelly always told me that it sounds like I can do ASMR.
I think so. You got a smooth voice.
I'm going to be dropping actual content on my Twitch channel too. Reading stories. So I'm very excited for that.
It's gonna be sexy vampire stories, right?
Oh yeah, as
Nice.
my vampire Cece.
Yep. And if you are a fan of Vampire the Requiem Party Monsters, we're back next week. We pushed because of some health issues to our normally off filming night, like our off camera or off stream filming night. So we did have that like little spare slot. So come back next Wednesday night at 8 p.m. for that. It's going to be an awful game. I'm going to hurt them very much.
Wait, on the 15th?
Yeah, I think so.
I have a training night for summer that night. So no.
All
I
right,
don't know, play without me.
Well, we'll talk. We'll talk. We'll do it on that or the.
I did a lot the last game, to be fair.
We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Okay. We'll figure it out off camera, is what it is, because scheduling is 90% of my life. I'm still not good at it.
Right.
All right. And then finally, last but not least, let's pass over to Robin. Then we get a couple announcements, and we're going to hop into game.
Hello everyone, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I am playing Fadia Stardust, our Astral Genasi Graviturgy Wizard. Announcements. This is 5th day in a row streaming, and my back is quite angry with me, but there was no way I was not going to be here for the 100th episode game. So I am hopped up on painkillers, and I laid down for an hour after work today. So, yeah, excited to be here, but my back is complaining, so if you see me get up and walk around a bit, that's why I'm at leave frame for a few minutes.
Totally good. Totally good. Is no one drinking their Bones coffee? I am. So as far as Bones coffee, quick announcement there. In case you are a Shards of Nyrn fan and did not know, we are an affiliate with Bones Coffee. So if you want to save some money and give us some money, you can use code DorkTales to save 10% off your Bones coffee order. It's like the best coffee, like the best flavored coffee that I've ever had. Ships out of Florida, and it's really, I think it's free shipping above a certain amount inside of the U.S. and you can have it shipped to Canada. I'm not going to say it's cheap shipping to Canada. It is quite expensive, but we do it really regularly because it's worth it. I'm not drinking any coffee tonight because it does not play well with the current ADHD medication I'm on beyond a certain hour. But I want it. I really want it. I'm going into withdrawal because there's a cotton candy flavor, Winter. I know. And the other thing is, if you need dice, don't forget Adventure Dice is another one that you can use code DorkTales to save 10% and or more, actually, I forget, to save money and to throw some money. It also has free shipping inside of Canada, tiered shipping inside of the United States.
Actually, I have an unfortunate update for that. Because of the stupid price of gas, they will offer free shipping to Canada at $100.
So buy a lot of dice for us.
So buy a lot of dice. It still has a tiered shipping to the US, but unfortunately they posted like a couple weeks ago.
How does that work with their dice subscription? Because I was about to...
I think the dice subscription is separate out of that. I think that's what they said. But if you're just purchasing like dice sets from the website, it will cost just because gas is stupid expensive
Yeah, that's
now.
it's
Shipping
ridiculous.
has
Checks out.
gone-
It's
Yeah.
just under
It
for
is
Americans watching. It's just under $9 a gallon for us right now in BC. Yeah,
And of course, this is the time of year that my car chose to break the hybrid system.
All right. So the other fun thing that I want to announce real quick, in case you did not know, is that there are 3 new games coming to Dork Tales over the next couple of months that you should be aware of. For one, as Wild Beyond the Witchlight finishes up, we have a special game that is going to start being ran specifically. Actually, there's 4 games. Sorry. Strixhaven, A Curriculum of Chaos, is coming to Patreon as an advanced enrollment. So come and watch. I'm in it, and Krista's running it. So you can come and watch it on Patreon for the first semester for before anybody else does at the $5 tier and up, and then after that is going to be broadcast to everybody else because we don't content wall, we just content delay. So I would love it if we had everybody on there. At 100 patrons, we're at 80 right now, or 81. We are going to do something extra special, so definitely do that, as well as I think at 100 patrons or 100 or 150 we start writing the setting book, or I start writing the setting book basically, for Ylos, which will be is temporarily named Edagon's Tower of Everything. So definitely consider that. That'll be a lot of fun. Besides that, Spelljammer is officially coming to Dork Tales in August. We're probably doing our episode 0 during Extra Life, which is of course in August, the 3rd weekend for Extra Life Tabletop Appreciation Weekend, and it is Spelljammer Adventures in Space. So you want to come join us for that, as we are basically doing a not sci-fi space adventure. That is going to feature several cast members that you will absolutely go gaga over, as well as all the costuming you expect. And of course, if you're joining us right now and you're like, why aren't you in costume? This is Casual Wednesday, my dudes. And then finally, the other 2 games, DorkPod is going to start being recorded in July. That is another Elosian game. It is going to be our only round the table game where we're all going to be in the same room. It is a podcast game that is going to be releasing in advance to our patrons at patreon.com/dorktales, and then we'll release a few months later on probably a weekly basis to the entire world. It's going to be fun, lewd, and funny. And it involves Christine, Robin, and Krista as some amazing characters. The final announcement I have as well is that besides those games, there is also a really brief series of games that is going to be taking place on Sundays in July and early August. And that is going to be a collaboration between myself and Bunny Hearted, also known as Millie, as we are going through a bunch of indie games, particularly games from the Firebrand system that kind of run themselves and mostly are us just being silly. There are games where you can play dragons. There's a Game of Thrones knockoff. There's a mecha one.
Can I give you a suggestion to look into?
What?
Katska.
Katska? What the hell's Katska?
You play as an anime cat.
Can you send me a message about that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, I heard mecha and my ears perked up.
Well, it's like saying Asuka, but it's
you're
Katska.
allowed to, Kat. Do you have Sundays off?
Yes.
Because Blog's in that game. Join us. Oh my god, actually, yeah, the cast for that game is we've got a max of 6, I think, and it's me, Bunny Hearted, Chris, and Natasha.
Cool.
Yeah, so you get to play with your big sister. All right, so I guess finally the last thing I'm going to say before I stop wasting your time is thank you so much for tuning in to the Shards of Nyrn. It has been 100 episodes, if you can actually believe that. I can't. It's really funny to think that we started this whole thing, like, what, 3.5? What year is it? 4 years ago now? And
I
look
think
at
it was
us.
4.
Look at us
Yeah,
now,
because wasn't it
guys.
2018?
We've almost got 4,000 followers on Twitch. We have 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, remember we had
That's
4
rad.
subscribers on YouTube? That was great. We got our first 100 subs on YouTube because I personally sent a message to everyone on Facebook and asked for them to subscribe as a birthday present so I could get the Dork Tales channel name. That is how we got there. And now
That's adorable.
yeah, and it worked. I got it in like a day. It was nice. A lot of people were just happy to
Remember
click sub.
Remember the days when we would stream Twitch to like 0 viewers?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we're gonna get there. And now look at us.
Yeah.
Or
we
we'd
got-
have the 1 or 2 viewers in the chat, users in chat that were obviously bots. That's all we
Yeah.
got.
Yeah, but we want to be famous. We want to be famous. Hey Stella, good to see you there, and also thank you Lantern. I'm gonna be, so this game is a little more casual than some of our games, so I don't mind if we do like chat callouts and things like that. So if you're watching later on YouTube, really sorry that you might be missing that. But we love you very much. Also, Christine, the final announcement before we begin is that Christine brought something to my attention earlier that has blown my freaking mind. When we started the Shards of Nyrn, it was around a folding table. In fact, I think it's the folding table I use as a desk right now. It was a folding table with 2 cameras, and a blue Yeti in the middle of the table with me trying to wing 5th edition rules that I hadn't read yet because I didn't have time because I was working 6 jobs and just playing Pathfinder. And I heard 5th ed was easier, so I tried to switch over to that. It is the dorkiest thing ever. It's up on YouTube, and Christina's just told me that it has, episode 1 has 1,000 views.
1,045.
Which is, and like a lot of that is likes and things like
24
that.
likes.
Which is ridiculous because that game is funny, but it's crap. It's so crap, and I love it.
I mean, it's a good game.
That's
The
true.
quality is crap.
So
The
if you,
quality of the video is shitty because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
I mean, like, yeah, I went to film school. I just couldn't afford anything to use, right? Like we
Well,
were,
until we were sure that it was going to be an upward mobility. Why invest in it too much when
yeah,
nobody's interested in the story?
This is true. This is true.
Y'all are
Because you see so many
adorable.
channels where they like fully started with like top of the line gear and equipment and they suck.
This is true.
And nobody's interested and they've wasted all this money, right? Basically.
Everybody
I mean, it's not a waste if they were having fun, but
It's true. Oh my god!
there has to be a
I
midway.
made $4 off of episode 1.
Woo!
We got
Big money.
we got the real star bun in video right now.
Aww.
There you go.
Yogi the bun.
Nice.
That's the evil bun, the one who eats internet.
The internet. Yes, you.
Okay.
The destroyer of internets.
But look at the big feet.
Also, isn't he the destroyer of like your wigs and costuming and everything?
Everything.
He has eaten 1 wig, 1 corset, 3 Nintendo Switch cables, 3 internet cables, more phone cables than I can count. The largest power supply in the house, which
ridiculous.
fried some of his whiskers and made his head smoke.
Oh my god.
I
He
feel like your
has-
bunny has a death wish.
Yeah, most bunnies
Probably.
do.
Yeah, that's
He's
fair.
eaten my headset while I was using it, my head tracker while I was using it.
While
Um,
using it.
You
I
must
feel
stop
like you
having
spent
things with
more money on
wires.
the stuff he's destroyed than on his vet bills.
Yes.
All right. So, I think we should probably start a game now. I also want to say thank you very much, Nacro, for all of your support, and for mentioning Dog Run Bridge being your favorite episode, which is good. Dog Run Bridge was a hell of an episode, guys.
We love you.
I loved Steep Hollow.
Steep. Honestly,
Steep
this game
Hollow
has
is
had
so
some
nice.
real winners.
The animated snowman,
It was
fighting
very
that.
funny.
or just like hanging out in the whorehouse hotel.
The Cave of Wonders. It has a name.
The whorehouse hotel.
Whenever Mars just gets to be herself.
The one where bear murder became a thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I miss him.
Yep.
He was
I
amazing.
have a new daddy now.
I
So
I like
many
the
decks.
episode where everyone was waiting on deck for Zeno and he showed up as not Zeno anymore.
Gee, you liked your
Catamus is like-
transition episode. I'm so
Yeah, right?
surprised.
And Catamus is like, "Who's that?"
I miss Catamus. I've been trying to get some of my Catamus fixed by playing a guy named Elkhorn in the
I thought he
Witchlight.
sounded remarkably like
I've
Catamus.
only
Yeah,
got
I was
so,
gonna
I've only got so
say.
many so many Scottish voices.
And they're all vaguely Catamus.
I mean, they're all, you know, I've got that and David
Adamus
Tennant.
or
Catamus Prime.
Catamus with a different hat.
Basically,
That
just
is
Catamus
when
with
I
a gray
joined
wig.
too.
Adamus.
So that's when I joined on Nyrn as well. The pumpkin king and the pumpkin man.
That was a creepy episode. All right, so folks, let us head back into the Shards of Nyrn finally here on Dork Tales. When last we left you you were in the main gambling parlor there at the... Which place were you staying in? You were staying in the
Grand
gold-
Tigress.
the Golden Tigress?
The Golden Tigress.
Yeah.
Inside of the Golden Tigress, you were having a wonderful dinner when you heard that there was a god, an honest-to-God god, gambling there in the center of the casino. A couple of you went to check it out. There you saw a fairly new god, a god of sea and storm known as Demses, who appears to be kind of a light-skinned yet weather-beaten man in his perpetual prime, with dark hair that casually frames his face in a flippant demeanor, a strong chin with a slight bit of stubble, and one of those little curly bone buttons on the tip. You know what I'm talking about? And a slightly drunken demeanor as he gulps down goblet after goblet of divine ambrosia. His back to the wall, he puts everything he has into a final roll, including his mantle of divinity. The artifact that gods have that allows them to imbue mortals with divine powers and gives them their powers in many cases. You try to interfere with the roll, using various graviturgy magics, trying to convince him, using sensual wiles, and trying to just straight up steal the ball as a bird. None of those things worked out for you, however, for as you attempted to, you were thwarted by the casino's countermeasures, because of course you were, and you immediately came under the aggression of the security force, a group of... Sorry, I got like 6 books. One sec. A group of demons suddenly appeared in a puff of brimstone in the center of the Colosseum. People ran and spread, leaving you to be plucked up and taken. And as that was happening, there was just like a rush of panic around the room. And what I would like is, Asen, you are definitely going to be grabbed by this.
Yes.
But everyone else, Tia, you were going to try to sneak away in bird form?
Yes, and I'm just pulling up stats for a small bird.
Sounds good. I'm going to remind you all of one final mechanic that we don't use in any of our module games. The offer is on the table right now. So the offer is a mechanic where if it is flipped player side up, the players can evoke it to minorly bend the rules in their favor with my permission. If it is face down, I can use it to cheat too, and it is starting face up tonight. Happy 100. All right, so I would like to know now. Tia, roll me a Dex initiative check, and Fadia, roll me an initiative check.
All right, come on, extra life dice. Let's go. Your Fadias.
Okay, dexterity.
18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good.
I'll write in the chat for you.
Think I have a 12 because
Okay.
I'm using like the Raven stats. I went smaller than that, but stat blocks don't really exist for smaller.
That's true.
Do you suppose that where I and others
So you're back in a restaurant a good like football field away.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we weren't going to be like seeing this like across the way or something.
No, it's a separate building through like a causeway.
Okay.
So thanks for the sub.
Aw,
Yeah, just wanted to double check if that's something that I should be aware of, or like right now I'm blissfully unaware.
You are blissfully unaware, and we'll cut to that in a second. So
fine.
Fadia, what are you doing?
Fadia is going to cast greater invisibility on herself as an action.
Okay.
So, greater invisibility lets me cast spells while doing that, and it is for 1 minute. And then, I would love to use the offer to also be able to cast Dimension Door to bamf 500 feet away.
Okay. Can you... you may do so.
Okay.
You cast Dimension Door, and the spell fizzles.
Shit.
And as it does so, you see that on the various pillars around, glyphs glow, blocking the teleportation magic. Teleportation magic does not function inside of the casino.
But I am still invisible?
You are still invisible.
So I just wasn't able to, I didn't like teleport to like the barrier, I just
No.
didn't.
It kills all teleportation inside of this.
All
Otherwise,
right,
it'd be way too easy to cheat.
Fair. You know, they're pretty smart. Fate is panicking. Could I try and run away?
You can definitely try to run away. You'll have to move through the crowd. I need you to do me a favor. They're going to count as rough terrain. So you're not going to... What's your speed? 30?
It is 30.
All right. You are going to see a creature peels itself off of the roof that has appeared in a puff of brimstone. This creature is kind of bluish in appearance. That kind of looks like it had like this big fanged maw. I need you to kind of picture a like an eel or a lamprey, and grab it by the face and pull it forward until, like Play-Doh, it looks kind of like a volcano with teeth around the front of its mouth, with long wings jutting off the back of their elbows, like anime character, like elbow blades.
Sweet.
It is going to tilt its head to the side, look down at you, and let out these... and is going to dive at you.
It can see through my invisibility?
A lot of demons have true sight.
Fuck!
And he is going to attempt to use the swallow action.
Okay.
Okay, so I am going to use the offer to reroll that because it literally landed on the dice. That, god damn, it's cocked. Hold on, I'm gonna roll my Norse Foundry dice. Okay, what is your armor class?
It is 15. I'm gonna cast Reaction Shield.
Okay, that sounds good. All right,
So that
this
brings
thing
up to 20.
This thing is going to slam into your shield, and is going to attempt a grapple with its other two attacks. Then,
Okay.
that is going to be, so it's 20 for the rest of the turn. That is a 22.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, so it leaps toward you, and you see its mouth go like a Super Mario level end as it tries to swallow you, and is going to like suck on the side of your invisible shield, like.
Fate is just like, you can. I forgot demons can see.
And then it's going to take its long talonous arm. So it kind of looks like. I just dropped my book. It kind of looks like this, just to give you a sense of things.
That's definitely more scary than what I was I basically had like Birdo with like knife blades in my head.
It's Birdo the Guyver. All right, good. And so as you're going, it's going to wrap its fingers around your ankle, grappling you, and you're going to hear it, like, as it stops sucking on your shield, leans forward and goes, "You should have done that." And
I know.
oh god.
What?
How many hit points do you have?
107. Why?
Oh, yeah, you guys are level 11.
12.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because you are going to take 29 points of bludgeoning damage as I get a critical hit on you, because it grabs you by the ankle and starts bludgeoning you against one of the pillars.
Okay, so I need to roll a 15 on my con save then?
Yes, please.
Okay. I have advantage because Warcaster. I rolled a 16. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
I maintain concentration
Alright.
on my invisibility. Not that it really matters at this point.
All right, so across the way, Tia, can you do me a favor? Are you going to try to make me a stealth check?
Sure. Now, I rolled for something. Was that an initiative or a stealth?
That was your initiative.
Okay. Cool.
Ooh, okay. You might get away from that guy.
Okay. So this is the. So that should be a 19.
Okay. So you are. What do you do? Where do you go?
Well, I'm trying not to get trampled, so I think being on the ground is a bad idea where my movement speed is like 10. So I'm gonna take flight and try and fly. Do I see where Asen and them are going?
So all you see is that Asen has been grabbed by one of the Asen and Dempsey's have both been grabbed by security personnel, kind of with a "excuse me, ma'am, excuse me, sir, you're coming
Right.
with us" type of thing, like mall. They're being grabbed by mall cops,
Right. Okay. So in that case,
but the
if
mall
I can
cops happen
see
to be
that,
demons.
Tia would like to fly as fast as she can back to the rest of the party, who
Okay.
they left in the other building.
Okay, so what I need from you is I need you
very
to make me a
desperate.
con save.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's a 3.
Oh, pardon me, it would be a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Oh, that's much better. Thank you.
I don't think it's quite enough though.
No. Well, it would be a 12.
Okay, Fadia, what's up?
So because it's been a while, and this was a magic item that I actually haven't used yet because we haven't done combat. But I have a amulet that reduces all damage by 1d4 plus my wisdom score.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna subtract that from the damage.
Sure.
that
Do you have to
gave
use a
me.
reaction to activate that?
No, it's just an amulet I'm wearing because it's attuned. Just every
Okay.
damage I take, it just reduces one.
All right, sounds good. Tia, you're going to start flying away, and as you do, you are going to see one of the security personnel glance over at you. This one is a very, like, I want to say, like, kind of looks a little like Linda Hamilton, if Linda Hamilton were a hag. So Sarah Connor, but a hag with like these big curling antlers wrapped out of her head like a mountain goat, deep purple skin, glowing red eyes, and a really nice suit with a black tie. She's going to turn and look at you as you're flying. That's not actually a bird. And you are going to go and are going to slap into the pillar as a slug.
Oh. Does that damage me?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
You're basically going to go, you're flying as a bird and suddenly, and
a
you are
slug.
now a slug.
Crap.
And she is going to walk over and pick you up by the tail. Right, or whatever a slug has.
Yeah.
A slug is a tail, in my opinion. Well, look what we've got here.
I would like to wiggle aggressively. in
I would like you to
protest.
make me an intimidation roll as a slug. With disadvantage, but still.
Disadvantage? Okay, one sec.
Yeah.
Mm,
If you get two nat
disadvantage.
20s, she actually will let you go. And it turns out she's afraid of slugs.
No. But I do have proficiency in intimidation, so it's a 19.
Why did I pick a fanged slug? Did the slug just hiss at me? What's going on here? All right, so she has you in possession. And Fadia, you are being pummeled. What would you like to do as your action?
Would I've seen Bird Tia get turned into Slug Tia?
You can make me a perception roll.
Okay.
DC of what'd you get on your stealth roll? 19?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 5. Fadia
Okay.
did not. I think she's going to. She's gonna actually. She's going to. She will take the dodge action by
Sounds
like
good.
kind of surrendering and actually dropping her greater invisibility and saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It was an accident. I'm so sorry." And just start panicking. I would like to roll to panic.
There are no accidents here. Asen, one of the security guards is going to turn to you. You may roll to panic, by the way. It's a D20. That's it.
4.
4. Yeah, you panic a bit. Asen, can you do me a favor and make me a wisdom save with advantage?
Yes, of course. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. What do I add to that? Oh, I add things to that. With advantage, you said?
Yes.
Give me a 17, 18,
Okay.
24.
24. All right.
Yeah.
The guard that has you by the arm basically says, "I think you should come with us."
I mean, why?
Because
Because isn't a very good answer.
you're under arrest.
But why? What did I do?
Tell it to the judge.
Who's the judge?
The mayor. The mayor is the judge.
Oh, okay.
Is this bitch involved? Is this bitch actually involved?
I mean, I just thought he was cute. I wanted to get him see if he wanted to get a drink.
I've never seen this woman before in my life. You see Dempsey say as he's put in these Ori Halcom cuffs.
I just wanted to see if he wanted to get a drink together. I think he's cute.
I'd let her touch my god dick.
I mean,
Hey, lady. Hey, if you want to be helpful, can you help me finish that drink? He's trying to like lean over and like do the the drink. He stinks. Like honestly, he's part god, part distillery at this point.
you're like, well, and am I restrained at all, or is he? Just
He's got like a hand on your arm. So like he's got a hand on your left arm. Oh, the demon. It has a hand on your arm.
Okay.
A claw.
Yeah, I was just trying to hit on him. I don't actually really know what's happening here.
Make me a persuasion roll. Actually, make me a deception roll.
Coming right up.
And I'm gonna make an insight roll.
I'm gonna add my determination to this one, Kelly.
All right. Don't forget, you all have a point of inspiration as well.
Ooh, shit! And that's persuasion, you said?
Yeah.
22.
Wait, was it persuasion or was it
It
supposed
was,
to be
it was deception. It was deception.
Oh, it was deception. So that was a 20. Oh. 27.
27.
I had a lot more to deception.
Sorry for the disturbance, ma'am. Here, some chips on the house. And he'll give you like a 100 gold chip to use at the casino. Only usable at the casinos. It is
thank
not,
you.
not legal tender.
I'll get out of here.
Not legal tender. You're coming with me, God. And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. He kind of yells over at Tia the Slug and Fadia as they are strutted out. To danger. Fadia, do me a favor. Can you make me a wisdom save, please?
Okay, coming right up. What do I add? Okay, I do add my proficiency, thankfully, to wisdom. Otherwise, it'd be very bad. All right. I'm going to use my inspiration.
You sure you want to use it for this? I mean, yes, please.
Okay, I'll keep the 2 and I'll make it a 6.
Okay. Basically, the security guard that was kind of mouthing at your shield goes, You should. He looks over to his supervisor. You should come with us, says the hag. And you'll feel like your mind go, yes, I should go with you.
Okay.
And you're charmed.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Smile
okay.
pretty for the camera.
all right.
That for the
There are a bunch of flashes that are going off here, and you're going to be on the news. The Mirage
Yes.
City news. All right, meanwhile, so Are you two fucking or what?
I'll look at him.
Tia's father sits across the table from you, along with his orc wife, fake orc wife. I just to remind myself what her name is real quick. One sec.
Fork wife?
Bruca.
Fork.
No, Bruca's the
Fork.
real wife.
Karza?
Karzu.
Karza?
I have Karzu, yeah.
Karzu?
Karzu.
One Tia's dad in a gamble.
One Tia's dead in a gamble, but Karzu Hellfang, that's right. So are you guys fucking or what? He says, leaning across the table, where you and Malia are sitting along with Viceland, who drops his fork audibly. Clang, 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 clang. You and pretty man make babies. Karzu laughs.
I'll laugh with her.
1 second. Oh shit, Viceland rolled a nat 1 on his insight.
And especially if he doesn't say anything, I'll be like, you didn't say no. TikTok.
I thought you said it was safe.
I'm not pregnant.
Mally's just gonna keep drinking and just kind of chuckle slightly, like, wow, he didn't realize that one? Okay.
I don't think that's really any of your business. Minelros.
Here's her grin.
So. But that's cute, though. It's good. You're finally getting out there, meeting some people. This is a good salad. He's going to go back to eating his salad.
I'll be like, there.
So, I gotta ask though, is this a honeymoon for you two, or
No, this is just a place to spend some money.
well, there's a fantastic museum of seized colonial properties.
Ooh, any big names we might know?
I think you ever visited the Ivory City? He'll wink at you.
Yes. Yes?
No, that's what you're looking for. The city was stolen.
Okay.
But they've got a whole whackload of things there. I hear that there's a new exhibit that's going out. They have war trophies? Probably, dearest.
Is the exhibit currently open to the public, or is it yet to open?
It's
Is
being
there going to be
remodeled
someone
right
cut
now.
the ribbon?
It should be opening sometime in the next day.
Ooh.
So, we could probably get in there, take a look at things.
Yeah, I'll I'll nudge up to Viceland and be like, "Hey, honey, take me to the museum."
Yes, yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Yay!
He kind of gives you Malia. You are going to see Viceland's like he's like English pale, like that's about his skin tone, except for his cheeks right now, which are redder than Malia's hair. What do you do?
Okay, so Mars just was like, oh, can we go to the museum? Like, nudge, nudge, like, oh, big honey. Sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
And he's just going, deer in the headlights, bright red cheeks, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, he is frozen and awkward.
Mally is gonna pat him on the shoulder back and just go, oh, Fred, do you need a chaperone? She's just gonna keep adding to it. But this is a chance to make fun of him.
You're welcome to come along, but I would be afraid that it might make Mr. Warforged jealous to be tagging along.
Ugh.
If only.
Well,
Malia will take a drink.
oh.
It might push him to move faster.
Oh, so exciting.
If we take you to a weapons exhibit, oh, never mind. He's not witty enough to say that. Tia's father's gonna lean in. Manalros kind of rubs his chin and goes, "If you take them to the weapons exhibit, then you might be able to make. I don't know who this guy is, but you can make him jealous. Say that you're in some type of polyarmory."
He wouldn't believe it. He knows Mars.
I don't know. She looks like she's pretty wild and free. No offense, but you remind me of me when I was younger. A little more purple, a little more horny. Well, a little more
None
horned.
taken. Thank you.
I mean, I settled down. You'll hear the sound of slurping and loud eating from Karzu as Manelros kind of just trails off for a moment, realizing that he was about to go on a bit of a mushy dad story, and then remembering his place and who he is with right now. Anyway, we should have plenty of time. Once everybody gets back, we'll be able to plot this through. It'll be a really easy high, and at that point, Asen, are you running back?
Yeah. Asen's gonna wander back to the table.
Wander?
And just yeah, she's coming up. She's gonna sit down at the table.
All right. Well, everyone.
Asen, that's your something went wrong face. Okay, what went wrong? Where's the others?
They got arrested
They
See?
what?
And I
How
was
did you
with
get arrested?
you.
for
I was
cheating.
with you, not my fault.
I was just trying to flirt with the god guide so we could get him on our side. He offered up his mantle on the table, and then
So he
I'm just chilling there. And he
bartered
offered up
his
his mantle.
god powers.
His god powers. He offered up his god powers.
That was foolish. I'm assuming he lost.
Yeah, and well, he didn't lose. It got forfeit because well, our friends tried to intervene, and the casino didn't like that very much.
That's the one rule here, Manelro says.
Yeah, they
The house always wins.
It's
Yeah,
kind of a none of
the-
your business.
they tried to intervene. The security didn't like that. I mean, I got
think
away
where
by
they-
playing by playing dumb.
Do you know where they're taking them?
No, I do not.
I think I
I'm
might.
assuming some form of cell.
But
Probably.
That's not going to be pleasant. If they're going where I think they're going, I don't know if there's any way that we can reach them. Regardless, we should get out of here. What, not done with food. We could
Get
take
a
it.
doggy bag.
Oh, we're eating dog now.
Oh, I haven't tried it. Well, wait, no.
Don't
So,
introduce
I
her
think-
to halfling Mars.
Yeah, let's not forget that one. So I think we need to. Yeah.
I think we should get out of here, Vyson will say.
Let's do that. Yeah.
If they interrogate them, they're going to know about the entire plan. Well, I mean, they're going to know about some of it, Manelro says, because as far as I can tell, you didn't have a plan. That's why I'm here.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. That's. Yeah.
Well, Besides, at least they didn't get any of your equipment. I don't see any of that on there. You can go grab that from your safes or wherever.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. And it's probably doubly fortunate they didn't get that. Vicelid will take a look at Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, hey, Winter.
Hey.
Since it's our 100th anniversary,
Hello.
I got you a present.
Ooh, you shouldn't have. Ooh.
So next time I see you, you can have this.
Ah!
I guarantee it's fake. But it's a
I
cute.
don't care.
It's a cute
pretty.
prop, right?
I love it.
I think it's just
Thank
resin,
you.
but it looks really pretty solid for the shard
Did
gem.
someone make that, or did you find that somewhere?
Got it on AliExpress.
Yeah. Allie, baby.
Prince Ali. All right.
No, I like it. It actually works really well for like the size of the shard too, I think.
Right, I think so. I imagine it being a little bit bigger, but like I didn't want to pay like $50 for like a piece of quartz, you know?
No. And it's bigger than the one that I have too. That's like there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that might show up better on camera, so we'll try it out next time.
Fair enough.
So do we want to head back up to the room, or?
Probably go grab our gear just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not quite as, yeah, this gown isn't quite as mobile as some other things that I have.
Malia,
Mm-hmm.
a voice will echo through your head. Come outside. And then through Mars's head, come outside. We must speak. And then through Aeson's head, it will echo as well.
Did any of you hear that?
Yeah, I'm assuming I know what you're referring to. You know, the creepy voice that we're going through the head? That one?
Yeah.
So should we go to the room, or should we go outside? What are we thinking?
Well, I guess we have to go outside to get to the room.
You're not wrong. Okay. Well, I guess outside?
Okay. Just keep
Yeah.
our wits about us.
Yes.
Stepping out of the main door to the Tiger Lounge, you find yourself bathed beneath the undulating skies of Mirage. A permanent aurora borealis of magentas, blues, pinks, oranges, and colors so scintillating and so vibrant that even when they're set on their night setting mode, which, to be honest, I should back off that because they're always on their kind of twilight setting mode, there is a sense of timelessness that permeates everything. You can hear the sound of people partying in the distance, people having a grand old time. A bunch of drunken nobles push past you into the restaurant. Yo, let's go get lit! One of them says in Elvis, Tiana Lita! Which roughly translates into, yeah, lit, motherfucker. And nearby, at an alley, you will see a cloaked figure with a long face sticking out of the hood. The creature that had been stalking you earlier. This creature is dressed in a long blue-gray cloak that covers the majority of its body, but you can see whiffs of smoke coming out of a pair of equine nostrils jutting down beneath the hood. Beneath it, you can see the barest outline. Those of you with dark vision, actually that's literally all of you, can see the barest outline of large equine hooves instead of feet.
So, what do you want to bet that's who we're supposed to be talking to right now?
Mally is just gonna walk forward.
Let's do it.
The
She's
figure
done with this, like, sneaky shit.
the figure
Yeah,
backs into an alley, like just kind of pulling you off the street if possible.
Mally will follow.
Aeson's right there, too.
I think she didn't keep her armor on her, but she kept her hammer.
Yeah.
I think she somehow... She tucked it into her bag. Because she had the bag of holding. That's right, we put all her stuff away in her bag of holding.
I want to kind of like, if it's dragging us or like prompting us to go into an alley, I'm also kind of watching behind us if there's some sort of ambush or sneaky thing happening to corner us inside the alley.
Sure, make me a perception roll.
14.
14. Glancing around, you don't see anyone. There are quite a few people on the street who are just kind of like drinking, gambling in little like side alley hustles, 3-card Monty stands that are set up everywhere. There are some fire breathers and fire sword jugglers down the way, including one woman who is swallowing swords at an impressive rate. She's doing this thing where she takes like a full-sized greatsword, swallows it while the blade is flaming, and again spits it out wet and doused.
Cool.
She's getting a lot of coins put in that hat. Let me just put that out there.
Mally's gonna just walk in the alleyway. She's got like Thunderwave ready in case somebody does try and jump her, but she's just going straight for it.
As you approach the figure, it will raise a 3-fingered hand to you. Ah, hello. I see that you have accepted my summons.
What do you want?
To help.
Aye.
We have a mutual adversary.
Alright.
Speak no names.
The guy who runs
Wasn't
the city?
gonna.
Yes, the guy. Yes, that will work.
So, what sort of help?
I want to help you free your friends.
Alright. What's in it for you?
Anything you can do to ruin that douchebag's day. I wish to seize Mirage for myself and install myself as its mayor. And as he says so, he leans his head back and the hood will flap back, revealing this man has the face and body of a horse. Can I get
I get it.
What? What do you get?
Okay. So what's your platform?
I am also
What will you do as mayor?
reap rewards and benefits.
Alright, but
Take many
Nay,
a
that is not
concubine.
enough. Nay, not
but why
enough.
would they want you as mayor versus dude who is fairly charismatic?
I'm hoping that he will soon be dead.
Alright, but still why you and not somebody else?
Be-
You have to think these things through.
Because I am a high devil.
So?
Because
What you gonna do to make their days better?
I am free drugs.
Alright, fair,
Do
that's
you
a pretty
realize
good
how
platform
easy
here.
they are to get in this city?
Well,
We've
okay.
been here for
Freer
like
drugs.
a day.
No, it shouldn't be necessarily freer. You have to think this is a city of gambling. You need to keep the money in rotations and circulation.
I will also lower the buy-in fees and the exit taxes by 1%.
I was gonna say, I swear to God, if you say 1%.
No, I didn't. I said 1% of 1%.
Oh God, that's even worse.
You need incentives.
Furthermore, how are you gonna help us free our friends?
Yes, that's more important right now.
Also, is this your actual voice, or are you just trying to be
This is
intimidating?
my actual. I'm a demon. This is my actual voice. It's my demonic voice. I speak like this because I am a demon. Aren't you impressed? I'm a demon from the 9 hells.
I literally just talked my way out of a bunch of demons in the casino.
Those guys are idiots. I
Right.
am the great and powerful
We've talked to God before.
Why
You
will the
just use
people that
names.
have... Yeah. Why
you said
would
no
they
names.
listen to you?
Using mine because I'm the great and powerful Eraka.
Well, see, if you have to tell people you're the great and powerful, then they're not going to believe you.
Did you just say your name is Erika? Eraka. That's what I said, Erika.
Do you know who we are?
We're ripping so hard into him, holy Jesus.
I mean, like, I'm sure we could use some help. And
Yes, you're
yeah,
nothing
we don't seem to
ventured,
really
you
like him
saved-
either.
Look,
So
you're nothing ventured, you're here to depose him. I know that you are Iceland Skyborn, you are Malia Storm something, Storm Front,
got the wrong for.
Malia Sunworm, Malia Sunworm, and you are
Valley's gonna start letting some radiant power gather around her
Vidalia
hand.
Right Wing. You're Mars, I know you.
Thanks.
Also, she says hi.
Thanks.
I'll
Thanks,
pass
Mom.
it along. And you also are traveling with Ziggy Stardust and Maya Angelou.
Who?
Close enough. Okay, how are you gonna get them out?
Bruca
What's
Armstrong.
your connection?
No, that's my ex.
Focus. How are we going to get them out? How can we know that you can?
You see.
Do you have a
were they?
connection?
How do I ever? For I am the great and powerful
Erika.
Eraka.
All right, lead the way.
Oh, it's not so easy. You
Oh.
must go and prepare and
But you're the
meet me.
mighty.
Meet me. Meet me at the back service entrance at 4 o'clock in the morning.
What
You're
time
just
is it
using
right now,
the back
Kelly?
door.
It's like 11.
No, so in like 5 hours.
Or you should probably get some sleep. It's going to be a busy day.
Yeah, I mean, I could use a nap, I'm sure. Maybe dinner.
I don't sleep, but I mean I never did finish my dinner either.
That's true. I just had a lot of beer. Maybe we should go back and
Yeah.
have dinner.
Here. Take this. It will guide you to where you need to go. And it will pass you a small piece of paper. Who's closest?
Probably Malia. She's the one who stomped down the alley first.
All right. We'll pass you a piece of paper.
Okay.
It is a business card.
Malia will look at it and be like, okay.
Eraka. Araka, the powerful and mighty, head of catering.
Head of catering.
When he took over this city, he installed his devils at every location. I infiltrated catering. From there, I control the food supply and our dastardly plan to help your friends escape.
Wait, okay, so you work for him?
Yes, everyone inside of Mirage works for him.
Alright, fair.
And
Alright, so you
soon
just
when
have like
he is
backdoor access
dead-
or something? You'll just take dinner down, that's how we're gonna get in.
Better than dinner.
Breakfast.
He leans forward. Smoke is wafting out of his nostrils in these big, thick coils. Dessert.
Fair. Dessert is the best meal. Malia's just gonna wave the smoke away from her face.
I could actually go for breakfast. What was that one really...
What breakfast?
Really
How are
di-
you going to hide your weapons in a waffle?
What was that
I
one really divey restaurant that
I've
we
got a
went to?
bag of
It
holding.
started with the D? The place that's only good after midnight?
Oh, Davies? Everyone's been to Davies.
Oh, yeah. That
You always
place
go
was
to a city
bad.
where there's two Davies, a good Davies and a bad Davies.
Yeah,
You know?
and you always end up at the bad one.
Yeah, well, the other one's really full, and a lot of, like, drama kids are there. It's the same in hell.
Oh, God. Alright, so we're sneaking in with dessert.
Or are we
That's-
just walking in with dessert and distracting them with dessert?
Yes.
Should Malia-
You're
Should Mars wear the
delivering.
low-cut shirt?
I could wear a low-cut shirt.
Yeah, you could too.
I could wear a low-cut shirt, Melrose says, kind of giving you this, like, what the fuck, guys?
Look, I've never had booze before, okay? This is
We're
a
gonna
new thing
have
for
so
me.
much fun. We're gonna have so much fun. Yeah, boobs.
Well, you will actually be competing to provide this. In order to do so, there are 2 ways we can do this. Yeah, yes, Christine.
Sorry, I just had a note that I wanted to let you know. And
Yeah.
I was gonna wait till you finished doing your description.
Mhm.
This really works as Malia's ring.
Cool. Yeah, you can have it. It doesn't fit me.
There we go. I was randomly still wearing it.
There are 2 ways that you can go about this. It is a celebration tomorrow, the opening of the new exhibits. As such, the winner of tomorrow morning's festivities will be awarded a cake. Or you could try to be the ones to infiltrate the prison kitchen and serve food to your friends. But I warn you, that more direct route puts you underneath a creature far fiercer than the mayor or even myself.
Back up a second. Did you say the
Oh, sorry.
first way
He'll take a step away.
Did you say the first way to do this was to get into a cooking competition?
I mean, you'd have. That's the second one, actually. The cake delivery is probably the easiest one. You deliver a cake.
Because I was gonna say, oh shit, guys, I don't think I can do this.
The other is that you will have to compete for, like the cake, which has 9 tiers, like the 9 hells. Everything inside of my catering department is modeled after the hells, really.
Is the cooking competition like judged by Gordon Ramstooth or something? Is this like a famous one?
He's definitely famous, yes. He's famous. He's the great Ramses.
Oh, that's who he was.
Gorgon.
Okay.
Ramses.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
So what sort of prison can you actually deliver a cake to and get away with it?
It seems awfully sus.
Where they are going to be, there is a direct arterial route that they can be reached through. For you have no idea where they will end up, do you? For you see, the prison they are being sent to is no ordinary prison. And you all will hear, as we're going to do a smash cut to shh-ka-ching, the sound of a cell door shutting.
And Malia is doing like this to the continuation of this very long-winded explanation.
All right, so switching to the other group, you find yourselves locked in a jail cell. The 2 of you and Dempsey's sitting in a jail cell. The room is cramped, about 10 feet wide by about 5. It's about a 10 by 10 cell, but for 3 of you in there, quite cramped. 2 beds are on the other side of this concave roof and structure. It kind of is basically like, well, it basically looks like the backgrounds that we have right now. But as you are inside of there,
I'd like to speak to my lawyer. I get a phone call, don't I? A stone call?
a stone.
I don't.
Yes. The hag looks at you. Hold on, I need a hag name. One sec.
Am I still a slug? I realized I started talking before I checked that.
You are still a slug.
Okay.
So you just...
Cool.
Yeah. Oh god. Okay, I need you to pick 1, 2, or 5 as this hag's name.
5.
Okay, Hecklin Heidi Lightstealer.
What? All right.
You want to know what
Heckin'
the
Heidi Light Stealer.
you wanna know what the other
Heck.
options were?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the best name generator ever. Craven Jeanette Flesh Singer or Nutty Phyllis Vine Meddler. Or Vein Meddler.
So what was it? Hecklin?
Heidi.
Hecklin Heidi Light Stealer.
Light Stealer. Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Hank Guard.
Yes. I am Hecklin Heidi. I'm Hecklin Heidi. You wish to call someone? I will allow you to use my spirit phone. And she's going to kind of like cough up this ectoplasmal phlegm that is going to kind of turn into the shape of a telephone and will go ooh as like dozens of mouths will open along its pustulous exterior and like just start like moaning spiritually. She hands you the ghost phone. Who you gonna call?
Malia?
Meanwhile, across the city, you're figuring out which of these two things you're going to do. Did you go back and get food?
Probably.
Yeah, we were already.
If we're being
hungry,
told we're
so-
gonna have to wait,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to trust it since it seems like the expert in getting him there.
Okay, so back at the back in the restaurant, you're just kind of like grabbing some to-go food and like maybe Erica did ask that if you really wanted to doubly help them out, you should totally do like the takeaway boxes, like the takeaway Cladesian and basically like the curry boxes. We're really trying to get those numbers up. It would be a big boon if you ordered quite a few of them. It would be good.
Can I get
right?
paid?
Alia will try that.
Can
Can I get
what?
paid?
You get free curry. It's pretty spicy. It's good curry. It's just that we have a lot of travelers from Telusia. And you know how people from Telusia are no spice. I mean, they're not as bad as halflings, but still. Ugh, halflings. Well, I never, says a halfling passing by the alley. And suddenly, so as you're like, fine, and are you gonna order the curry boxes?
Yes.
Okay. As you're ordering the curry box, so they've got like spice levels ranging from 1 to 99. Everything
Alia
over
will get somewhere low middle.
everything over 10 is listed as not for human consumption.
Okay.
You're a dwarf? Actually, you know what? They have like little pictures of races next to this scale, almost like a roller coaster ride. You must be this inhuman to ride this ride type of thing.
I'm sure I'm fine.
Yeah, tieflings are like level 90 on that list.
Are half elves like 0 to 1?
Half elves are like a 5.
For dwarves.
Dwarves are around 25.
Alright, Malia will get somewhere around there.
Okay, sounds good. And then like fire newts are 100. Fire newts are the greatest race in Dungeons and Dragons. Fight me. You guys know fire newts, right? Okay, hold on. I've been wanting to have them in a game forever, but I think I did. I had them in the first game that Farah was in. But because you helped them, actually. They were in that game. You helped them out because they were being attacked by Duragar.
Oh, that's right.
They look like this.
Right.
Aww.
I mean, I can play one in a future game if you want.
You can't, but I did buy this recently, Kat. These are all of the new races. Yes, which that's by the way, if anybody who does not read anything before you buy this book, quick note: Monsters of the Multiverse is 20-something pages of races, and the rest is just monsters from Volos and Mordenkainen. So it's pre-printed monsters, some with different art, some with better art. But besides that, I will take a quick break to say, Kat, the character classes are, the races are Eric Okra, Asamar, Bugbear, Centaur, Changeling, Deep Gnome, Duragar, Eladrin, Fairy, Furbog, Genasi, Githyanki, Githaurazai, Goblin, Goliath, Herongon, Hobgoblin, Kenku, Kobold, Lizardfolk, Minotaur, Orc, Satyr, Sea Elf, Shatterkai, Shifter, Tabaxi, Tortle, Triton, and Yuan-Ti.
Nice.
And that's not including the extra ones that are going to be in Spelljammer because they've got ooze people in that and robo-gnomes.
I'm sorry, did you just say robo-gnomes?
Yeah, auto-gnomes. They're gnomes that were created by gnomes to be like gnomes, but they're robot gnomes.
Oh my god.
And the bug people.
I wish I was better at costuming.
I know, I wanted to play a Dragonborn in Strixhaven, and that just wasn't going to happen. I couldn't find a way to make the prosthetics look good. I would have just looked like I could play a Dragonborn, but it looked like a Dragonborn that had a stroke, and therefore couldn't move his face.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so, there is going to be like an oozy, like, appear in your hand, Malia, or actually, it kind of looks like a slug made of moaning human faces appears at your foot. Ghost phone call.
Malia will very gingerly pick it up.
It's very light. It's only like half in this plane.
Okay, how do I answer?
Hello there, are you Malia Sunsworn? You'll hear come across the receiver.
Yes?
Collect call from... How did you leave the message? Have you ever, Robin, have you ever done like a collect phone call?
No.
Oh my god, really? True
He's a
90s kids.
baby.
True 90s kids used to use this as a way to scam rides from your parents because we didn't have cell phones, right? When we were kids. So what you do is you would dial like 1-800-collect or something like that, which collect phone call, and it would be like, please state your name after the tone, and we would say, Mom, pick me up, I'm done. And so it would be like, collect call from, Mom, pick me up, I'm done.
Wow.
And then you deny the call.
And then they just don't accept the call, but you know they got it because you can hear them on the other side. So you can actually, when old collect phone calls, I don't know if you can still do this, but you can hear when people are like, fuck that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
just
never
know
had to
like
do that either.
collect call from like prisons from like
It's the
TV
only-
shows.
yeah,
that's the only thing
I've
I
ever
know
seen it.
collect
Really?
call from.
So like, I mean, we've also done
Yeah.
it to prank call people, like collect phone call from your dick stinks, and things like that.
The Bart Simpson sort of thing.
Dude, Bart Simpson was a role model. What are you talking about? I didn't do it. You can't prove anything. All right. So, so collect phone call from.
How does this work? I think it's Fadia? Do I say my name Fadia?
Will you accept the charges?
How much?
1 gold piece for every 10 seconds. Feed it directly into the phone.
Molly's gonna look at Asen and hold out her hand. Molly will start beating not her
Please
gold
deduct
into
10
it.
gold from your sheet.
You got it.
Yeah.
The phone is going to go and start like just swallowing your coins.
That's disgusting.
Connecting. You have 1 minute 40 seconds.
Malia?
Yeah, okay, talk fast. This is 10 gold. Talk.
Okay, I don't know if Ace had found you, but we did it bad, and Tia's a slug, and we're in prison with the god
It
guy.
really sucks.
It really sucks.
Oh.
Can you come break us out?
The ambrosia's wearing off. Oh,
Shut
my
up,
head.
Dempsey's. Shush! I'm trying to make my phone call.
Worship me.
Maybe.
Okay.
Did a cleric
In work.
I just,
Lawyer.
I
we
just
need
heard
a lawyer.
I just heard a cleric of Vela say she'd worship me.
Anyway, don't listen to Dempsey's. You need to come find us. We're in some prison. I don't know what is happening. I didn't mean to do it. Well, I did, but I got caught. I didn't mean to get caught, is what I'm saying. But yeah, we're in prison and we need a bail. I don't even know if we posted bail. Probably not. Doesn't seem like that's kind of this town. But yeah.
It's really not.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad Asen found you. Just want to let you know, give you that update.
We'll see you later.
Please insert more coins to continue.
She's not going to.
1 platinum per minute.
No, like she's hanging up.
Thank you for using GhostCom.
That's disgusting.
And the phone's gonna go, "Moo, you're disgusting." And it's going to melt away into nothing.
You're more disgusting. Mallory's gonna try and get out before it disappears.
Make me a charisma check to get it out before.
A check, you say?
Yes.
7.
7. So you're gonna be like, what do you say?
You're more disgusting.
No, you. It's gonna vanish in a puff. All right. So meanwhile, back in the cell, the ghost phone is going to like slither back into the hag's mouth. Just. No gag reflex. She licks her teeth and looks at Dempsey's, and then her teeth will fall out. Just. And they are this like awful mass of like, not iron, but like ivory and silver and tin teeth that are kind of like a bear trap. Just clink, clink, clink. And she'll run like her long serpentine tongue around them now that they're falling down in her mouth. Just I'm good. You know what? I'd go around if you could bring me some more of that ambrosia.
Can I?
Oh, sorry. You become an orc again.
So,
Ah, I liked it better
what-
as a slug.
Fuck
Really?
you.
Eh.
Can I punch him? I would like to
Hey,
punch him.
You can try to punch him. He has a very high armor class.
Fair. He is annoyed though.
Go ahead, make an attack.
Okay.
I would like to slap him with a mage hand.
All right, you may try. He has a very high armor class. Both of you can roll with advantage. He's very drunk.
Okay.
I mean,
Uh,
what would I roll? Just like would I roll a spell attack? Because a mage hand
I'll
is
say that's a spell
cantrip.
attack. I'll say it's a spell attack.
Okay,
With advantage,
sweet.
you say, because that was a nat 20.
Yeah, his armor class is 12.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled the
Actually, no, his
17 plus
armor
8.
class is probably 14. It's probably 14
Because
while he's drunk.
Tia's just gonna fuck you and punch him.
Ugh. Ow! He's gonna like
Here.
leer at you and touche, and he's gonna fall face first into the ground.
Okay, Tia, what are we gonna do?
Is the guard still in the room with us, or
She's outside of the cage
outside
looking
the?
in.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you will prove your innocence
So how does that work exactly? Like,
by
Yeah,
combat.
Combat to prove the innocence.
Well,
As a scholar,
Wow.
that seems very barbaric.
thank you.
what do you mean? That seems fine.
You're going to put on a show for the entire city. You're going to be a betting article.
What?
People are going to bet on you whether or not you'll live or die in the arena.
So what are the odds right now? Just out of pure curiosity.
Oh, well, you are going up.
Are we fight? Yeah. Are we? We're not fighting each other, right?
You are going up against Bob Lynn. I wouldn't bet on you. In fact, I don't think I will. The odds are about 1,200 to 1.
So, I'm a wizard. Am I allowed? Is it this like a physical fight, or am I allowed to use spells? Because I am going to just kill me now if it is I have to use a sword or something to kill someone. Because this is not gonna happen. Just kill me now.
Your magical items have been confiscated. You
Rude.
will have magic supplies will be allowed, as will some basic weapons. Oh, so I
Will
wouldn't
the
try to
combat
teleport.
have magic items?
You would not have, like, your original magic items, like your staff or whatever? No, of course not. Why? Those belong to the city now. They're being kept in holding.
Okay, I just want to make sure it's a fair fight, because if he got it, they got their weapon, like magical items, and we didn't, that would be an unfair wager.
Tia, yes.
So, Tia's, got two questions here.
Yes.
Tia's Thorn of Arcadia vanished with her stuff when she wild shaped because.
True.
So it has now reappeared and is strapped to her back.
Fair.
Didn't you leave the Thorn of Arcadia?
No, she's
in
not
the
leaving
safe?
anything. No, God, no, she's not
okay.
leaving the thorn anywhere.
Right.
So she's just like. So she's in like.
I see,
Except
but you have your belongings. I think that you should hand them over before it's painful for you.
Okay, I was partially wondering if they noticed.
They're gonna notice a giant fucking sword on your back and magic items.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
The
Yeah, so is
tattoos,
that...
they're not gonna peel your tattoos off though.
Okay, cool. Unless they have
Damn,
like
I
a
should
magic
get-
nullification thing, because that can just make them inert.
The cell has a magical nullification field on it, for
Okay,
sure.
so I do not feel like I'm super strong right now. Good to know.
Yeah. So basically, anything in the cell, like active magic, has counter magic.
Cool.
The polymorph didn't because I forgot, and the magic phone didn't because it was funny.
Yes.
It's
I mean,
it's
that's
basically.
her controlling the magic versus
I think she has
us
a badge that
controlling
allows
the
her to do it.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
lets
say.
you pass. Yeah.
It's like
a magic field. Yeah.
It's a pentacle with a goat head on it, kind of like a sheriff star, but with a goat head.
yeah.
You know how it is.
And it just allows a magic bubble just around you to
Yeah,
cast.
you know when you do your rituals in the Old West, right? High moon.
Oh my god,
Sorry.
get out.
Hello, welcome to Critical Role. Anyway,
So Tia's gonna look at the hag and then kind of at Fadia.
I don't think we have a choice here.
actually,
I mean, just hand over your, like,
and you're going to
super-
hear the sound of tip,
boring equipment.
tap, tip, tap coming down the hallway. Actually, you do have a choice. A silky, almost purring voice will come out, lightly accented with some of the Northern Kingdom's accents. A man is going to round the corner who looks kind of like, he's wearing this plush, striped doublet with this huge neckerchief made of this very, very, very lovely Comoran brocade, pardon me. Comoran brocade. His hands are held behind his back. He has blonde hair that's kind of coiffed to the side and a very regal mustache. And he smiles at you. He looks like, okay, you know that guy Jesse, the guy who looks like Matt Damon but isn't Matt Damon? One second. Jesse Plemons. The guy.
Yeah, I literally searched guy who looks like Matt Damon on Google, and I came up with Jesse Plemons
So
first.
he looks like Jesse Plemons. So he looks like the guy who looks like Matt Damon. Kind of like a fairly square-jawed, not a bad-looking guy. Looks like he kind of came from money type of thing, like with this little like curly blonde mustache. And he rounds the corner and looks at you all, and you do have a choice. You always have a choice in Mirage. Welcome. I hope you find the cells hospitable.
I mean, other than the snoring god, it's pretty good. I will admit, I like the atmosphere.
Oh, sorry, they have you in a bit of an uncomfortable place. Here, allow me to help. And suddenly, the room is going to expand 30 feet back and stretch another 50 feet wide. Silks and tapestries are going to unroll from the walls. Carpet is going to grow out of the ground like fresh grass.
Oh,
But why?
To make you more comfortable, of course. Is this not to your liking? Here is the deal. You have committed the gravest sin inside of Mirage. You've cheated. You've attempted to cheat, and you've attempted to deny fair passage of what belongs to the city. When you came, you agreed to our rules. And our rules state very clearly that any attempt to deprive the city of Mirage its rightful due is the forfeiture of your worldly possessions that you have with you. Anything you bring into Mirage becomes the city's property if you try to deny the city what it is deserving. I will make you a deal, though. Hand over your relic, and no harm will come to you or your friend outside of the Colosseum. You will be treated quite well. And should you survive tomorrow's challenge and celebration, you will be free to go. I will even make sure that you're dropped off anywhere in all of civilized Ylos. Or you could stay and work here. We're always looking for strong people, assuming you survive.
There's a bit of a issue with that. As lovely as that deal sounds, it doesn't really belong to me exactly. It's not mine to give. Better way to put it would be that I belong to it. So I'm not sure what to do here.
Do you know who I am, Tia Armstrong?
I would infer that you're the person who runs this place.
And soon I will run many more places. The sword. Please. There's no reason for us to be uncivilized.
She will unstrap it. You'll have to ask it, because I cannot give it. But she will hold it out.
Heidi. Yes, master. The hag will reach forward and grab it and pull it out of your grasp. She'll be able to pull it out of your grasp and will, like, pull it clear of the cell. And then will burst into flame and burn to ash. The sword is going to go clang, 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 clang on the ground outside.
Fadia's like gonna just stare at Tia and be like, open wide, like mouth agape, just being like, oh my god. And then she's just gonna say under her breath,
So you are Tia Armstrong. Heir to the Elven throne. And this is the Thorn of Arcadia. It will be a wonderful addition to my collection. Don't worry. I don't have to touch it. Oh, sorry. Well, actually, it looks like he snaps his fingers, and you realize that his fingers are on backwards. And suddenly, some of the dust on the ground will pick up as an invisible figure will reach down and lift it. Simple parlor trick. A bit of magic. It's not actually a person. Can pick it up without a problem. You cannot wield it. But you cannot kill an invisible servant. Don't worry. It will do very well in my trophy room. Just like you and the rest of Nothing Ventured when they try to spring you tomorrow. I guarantee they've already taken the bait. Sleep well. And he'll smile. And you will all feel yourselves get very drowsy. And I think that's a good place for us to cut to break.
oh, he's such a cocky frick. I hate him.
He's a
I love
greater
him, I hate
Rakshasa.
him.
He has to be.
Oh, I know. I'm saying I
Fucking
love
tear his
it.
limbs off.
Yeah, there's time.
I'm going to use so many high-level spells on him.
It's gonna be good. All right, folks, we'll be right back after this quick break and a bathroom break. I'm sorry, Amy. Don't
Oh
worry.
no, I knew you had to.
You'll get it back.
Absolutely.
Christine's in our private chat. All right, we're destroying this asshole.
Oh my god.
I have to have stakes. I have to have stakes. The stakes have never been so
Tia
high.
did not give it.
In Mirage.
She specifically said she did not give it. He took it.
He did. Well, technically the
Yeah.
hag took it, but then he took it from there.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so folks, we're going to be right back after this quick bathroom break. Don't go anywhere, and we'll have a little talk to the chat, and then we'll do the last part of the game. So we'll be right back.
Where will your magic take you? Join the greatest minds in the multiverse at Strixhaven University. For more than 700 years, our faculty has nurtured and guided the next generation and given them an education like none other. Now, it's your turn. Join one of our illustrious colleges, each named after the legendary dragon that founded them. Enjoy our state-of-the-art campus, sports, extracurricular activities, and build bonds that will last a lifetime. Maybe several. Strixhaven is for everyone. From humble magicians and courtly bards to mighty witches and the archmages of tomorrow, there's room for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Apply today. Strixhaven University. The magic is waiting for you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Shards of Nyrn here on Dork Tales. We had a raid right at the end there because I just showed off the Strixhaven ad. Players, was that anybody's first time seeing that? What do you think of that?
I like
That was amazing.
It's like a DeVry commercial.
Wow.
Learn air conditioner repair.
Still good.
It's still, I gotta say, my favorite bit is the extracurricular activities, but Because romancing is an option in the game. Like they have a whole thing in there where you can like romance NPCs and like build social links like in Persona. Mm-hmm. Bang, a bang, a bangity bang. I said a bang, bang, bangity bang. Hello, everybody. We're back from our break, and this is the part of the game where we talk to the chat for a couple minutes. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or want to say anything about Dungeons and Dragons, please do. So, folks, I noticed there's somebody in the chat right now who's brand new to role playing through voice and things like that. So I gotta say, it gets easier. You got this. Just take a breath, and it's a bit harder to get used to distance roleplay when you're not playing around a table. You know, because there's a lot of talking over people and things like that. But you'll manage. You'll get this. You'll get this down. Pat, you got this.
Well, I think they're making the transition from, because they've said they've text roleplayed for over 50
Yeah, I'm
years.
just talking about the voice portion of it being kind of spoopy.
I'm just gonna go off screen. I'm gonna my speakers will be off, but I'm still gonna go like stand up and stretch my back. While
That sounds fine.
doing
We're on
a
break,
list
so it's
hit.
all good.
Yes.
Okay, I just need to pull out the monsters that you will be facing because I love them. I love them. Unfortunately, you are not going to be up against the alchemical skunk. That was going to be one of the options, but I cut it for time because it took us a little while to start tonight.
That's fair.
But I love the alchemical skunk. It's my favorite.
Kind of want to know what it looks like.
The coolest skunk on the block. That's what it looks like. It has a lot of green.
Oh, the green screen just kind of...
It's
a partially invisible skunk!
yeah, you can't see it, but you can smell it.
I was gonna say it's partially blonde skunk. It was yellow for a second.
Yup. It's got the stink.
See, I really want to play in more lewd games too, because I love like the lewd or like, you know, romancy stuff, because it's so fun to play.
Yeah, and you love it because I go ham with it.
Oh god, you're so good to play.
It's
off
because
of
I
it.
love romancing people. I love romancing you, Cat. Cat, run away with me. And
Yes.
it is me, Centaur Chieftain. Run away with me. Look at my beard. Look at it. Roar. Don't look. Ooh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
A great big bushy beard.
My great big bushy beard.
What if Centaur meets a person riding a horse, and person looks at up top half and goes, "Oh my," and horse looks at lower half and goes,
Oh
"Nay."
my.
So it ends up like this.
Oh my. Oh me, oh my.
Like, I don't know why, but
I'm just gonna come in here real quick just to applaud the mayor joke you did, Kelly.
that was
I
very
know.
good. I appreciated it.
I will be the mayor.
So you just want to be a right bitch and scream at people.
I love Erica. I love that so much of Shards of Nyrn. So those of you tuning in, a lot of Shards of Nyrn is just like improv. But like a lot of it's prepped, but a lot of it's improv. Like that, I was like, oh shit, I didn't name the demon. So I quickly like just went, boop, 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 and it was like Accra, and I'm like, oh yes, Erica. They're gonna jump on that, I'm sure. Let's put a big pause in there so that it's like, it is me, Betty of Hell. Betty? Yes. Devils are not non-binary. Devils can choose whatever binary they want.
Yeah.
So long as it frustrates whoever they're talking to. Wait, no, that's demons. Demons are gender fluid, but they're made of a lot of fluids, so that's fair.
Yeah, fuck, demons are so gender fluid.
I'll get some gender fluid over here, and I'll get some gender fluid over here. Gender fluid for everyone.
Yes.
Oh, man. They're demons. They got gender fluid. You know how it is.
No, it's great.
Oh, absolutely.
Because what
there
else
we go.
are you gonna feel yourself with?
All right.
I mean, when I went in for my last gender fluid change, you know, they actually got rid of all the boy gender fluid and accidentally topped me up with girl gender fluid.
I thought that's what
And
you
I
were
mean, now
going
I'm
for
fine.
next week. Ayo.
Hey.
Where's
To
Ayo?
get your antihistamines.
My antihistamines, my antibiotics.
That's true. You're oh god, there's so many
I
good
like
ones.
that one. I like that one.
I
The
like antibiotics.
Antibiotics.
What was the other really
Hold
good
on.
one?
Sorry,
All I know
guys.
is I showed up in one of your streams and I just started dropping them.
Yeah, you've dropped the best ones. It was antibiotics,
remember now.
antihistamines,
There's titty skittles.
titty skittles. There was one that I liked more than all of the other ones. I can't remember what it
Gotcha,
was.
Christine.
Yeah.
I definitely did not
I
put up
don't
with
know
any of
why,
these at
but my
all.
mind
No,
went
not that clever.
Kitty Skittles taste the rainbow.
I mean,
Breast mints.
ooh, breast
Oh, yeah,
mints.
there's that one.
I definitely want to try some titty Skittles, man. That sounds great.
I love
No,
this
you
track,
you
guys.
don't need any more. You're fine.
What? Come on. Okay, I can put my mic here. Let's do that. Oh.
Wait, you mean like having them, or do you mean like taking them to get more titty Skittles? Because that's
Okay.
the one I was talking about.
I think she just wants to taste the rainbow.
I want to taste the rainbow.
Feminems.
Feminems,
Feminems.
that was the
There we
one.
go.
Feminems.
But I mean, like, and I really want to make a joke there about peanut or like penis feminems, but I don't. I got nothing. It's gonna take me too long, and it's. Oh, those birds.
It's
are
gonna
loud.
come out in the middle of game and it's gonna be hilarious.
Well, look,
This is-
Yeah,
this-
well,
if you-
Cat now
if you
has
think of it,
a
Kelly,
penis
Yeah.
allergy.
Yeah, if you think of it, Kelly, you have to work
Go
into the
nuts.
game somehow.
I always do. It's really
Yeah,
true.
do it.
Like this is the game where I can do stuff like that. It's not like Requiem where I have to be like super
She
serious
needs-
the whole time. Like here, so I'm
She
a
needs to
vampire.
take her estropen for her penis allergy.
There we go. There.
Literally, yeah.
Estropen. That's great.
Estropen.
I noticed that most of my trans guy friends like refer to like something about tea parties. I don't know. Which I like.
I am so excited for the Feminems.
I'm excited for you.
Like the
excited for
first day that I'm gonna actually have them is gonna be incredible.
It's like, oh, honey, just wait.
And the
And
second
then,
day
like-
is going to be a lot of crying, from what I understand. So enjoy.
Yes, just
And then,
have fun with
like-
those mood swings
Yes,
as you
enjoy.
get them.
Hey, I have everybody at my work has been well warned about this.
It's true. So, Kat,
About-
remember
about
when
the
you had
side
to pretend to be a teenage boy and you used a lot of tissues? Well, it's going to be like that, but different.
Right?
Oh God.
Everybody at my work has been made well aware of the emotional aspects of the side effects of
One-
the HRT.
I think a couple of trans friends have said to me that they were like, no, I was pretty shocked at how weak all of a sudden I felt.
Oh, yeah, your muscle tone's
There's a
going to,
layer
like...
of muscle tone and like strength
Mm-hmm.
that if you're not working on it,
Yeah.
you've got a certain automatic level that apparently just goes away.
Yeah, something because I think it gets a bunch of it gets
So-
like redistributed body
Yeah.
mass.
If
to
you need to
places.
get like move any couches or anything, do it before.
Yeah. The amount of it doesn't change facial hair.
Yeah, well, because it's already there, right? I had I don't want to get too deep into this, but I had a long talk with my mom where I was explaining things because there's that whole panic for people in like the boomer generation, especially in the Midwest. I'm from the Midwest of the U.S., where they're
They
like, oh well, I
panic at
just
the
don't think
disco.
that it should happen to kids. Like you shouldn't do that to kids. Like you should only make these choices once you're an adult. And I'm like, okay, here's the problem with that. How would you like to go through, and just the whole thing about like, well, you have to go through puberty twice. You have to, all of your bone structure changes, all of your voice changes, all of these like practically irrevocable or very painfully revocable changes happen if you don't take blockers when
Yeah.
you are developing. So it's like, are you saying that you want people to have to go through that when I guarantee that, yeah, there are a lot of people who don't know who they are till they're adult. There are a lot of people who don't know who they are until they're well into adulthood. Like
40s and 50s.
40s and 50s, right? But there are a lot of people who from like age, I don't know, I'm not going to say age 6, even though there are a lot of reports of people saying that, but like from pubescence, age 10,
I mean, like-
12, who are like, yeah, I like boys, I like girls, I feel this way about myself, I feel that way about myself.
Yeah, it's like-
I've been thinking a lot, back to like my childhood. Now that I've kind of been, recognizing it more, in myself, like when I actually kind of realized it.
Mhm.
And it was when I was like 9 or 10 years old that I started to think, oh, I really like the idea of being a girl. And then it just kind of went on from there. And it wasn't until I was in a relationship with Julia that it kind of got repressed, you know, to a large degree. But like, just like looking back to my childhood, there was a lot of times when it was really like, oh, it would be so nice to be a girl. And it's like, if I'd been able to get started at like 12 or 13,
it would have saved you a lot of pain and money.
Yeah. And I just think like we might not know who we are, but it's sort of there's a difference between being like, I know who I am, and well, I don't know who I am, but it's not that.
But I know, or you know what you are,
that.
right?
well,
Yeah,
and
just like knowing
and-
a little bit of your background too, is your siblings for your childhood was what was in your, I don't know the best word to use, but like then it's just like you're comparing yourself then to like your sibs, and you're like, oh,
Well,
that
like,
looks more fun.
Literally, yeah. Like, and the other thing is, like, if you start somebody on blockers, and by the time they get like 16 or 17, and they've been on blockers since since before puberty, and they realize, oh, you know what, I am comfortable with this. They just stop the blockers.
Yeah, does it just work then? I assume
it just works.
that doesn't
like,
affect the pituitary gland or anything. You know what? We're not doctors, so we probably shouldn't be.
We're not doctors, but no, like your puberty just kind of starts like it would have.
I guess it kind of would, huh?
and
I mean,
you just kind of
I
go
guess
through
it would,
puberty.
because like there are a lot of women who, after they go through menopause, grow facial hair because their testosterone levels rise, or their estrogen levels drop. So the imbalance occurs.
So
And-
like in
like body structure might be a little different.
yeah, you'd probably always
like
be
a lot of
shorter.
testosterone, but
So like the big thing is like I mean, this is in my case assigned male at birth. Like if you say take blockers until you're like 16 or 17, like your bones haven't finished developing, they're still growing, and all that stuff, and so like if you stop your blockers at like 16, 17 and just proceed with masculine puberty, then you just kind of go through puberty. Like,
I wonder how
yo,
that affects
what up?
bone growth. I wonder how that does. That seems like the one that would be a little iffy, maybe. But the rest of it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, your bone growth kind of just works mostly because your bones are still really
It's
growing.
related to,
I
At
did
that
have a
point.
friend who was like 20 and was like 5'6" or 7, and then at like 23 shot up 4 inches.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like got taller than me. That was weird. Like you're
Mad
in your
now.
20s.
Mad forever.
Mad forever. Yeah. Push them in a hole. Just
So
anyway.
random tangent. So you lent me this notebook
Yeah.
to do for
Is
notes.
there porn at the back of it?
There's not porn in the back, but I found some notes that you made for 3.5 elves D&D about the hunt for the good boy.
Do you mind not looking at my notes that you accidentally came across?
It was in the thing.
Well, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Maybe don't read it on stream till I know what it says.
Fair. I just thought 3.5, like D&D 3.5, so I thought it was from an old game, which is
It is
why I
from an old
started.
game, but I don't know.
The good boy.
It's just like, found some notes. It's just one page. I looked through the rest of the book after that. That's the only page in it. It's just randomly like 10 pages in.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I probably ran it for a special event or a con or something.
I think it was an extra life.
I think that was the
game.
first Dungeons and Doggies Extra Life game.
Yeah.
If it was a 3.5, it would not have been.
No, but 3.5 was probably something else. Probably not D&D 3.5 or Pathfinder.
Oh.
Because Hunt
I
for
don't know,
the
it
Good
says
Boy.
3.5 elves. So I don't think it'd be 3.5 elves there.
No, it might have been.
It might have been. Someone might have been a half elf.
Yeah. Alternatively, I might have been making a joke about like 3.5 men.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. I'll pick that up from your house sometime.
Yes.
I need to know. So anyway, folks, so we're going to take another 5 minutes on this break and then head back to game. Is there anything we want to talk about? So 100 episodes I had intended before my week ate me. And hey, Amberthist, good to see you there. And Sparrow, I'm glad you're tall now. You're taller than me. Good for you. I had intended to have some updates to our graphics, but I got like super busy. And yeah, because I am preparing to take a nap. No, I'm preparing for OPPCon, which is this weekend. So, folks, if you don't know what OPPCon is, it is Onyx Path Publishing Con, and they are doing a channel takeover this weekend on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where a bunch of games are going to be ran on Dork Tales, and I'm going to be in quite a few of them. You should come and see. On Dork Tales, I am running Mage the Ascent of the Victorian Age on Saturday afternoon, followed by Ghost Hunters. I'm also in a They Came from Camp Murder Lake game that morning, and a They Came from Beyond the Grave game with Robin in the evening. And then that's on Saturday. On Friday night, I am in a game of Aeon Trinity, and Sunday is after we take the channel back. We're running the finale of Deadlands Blood Drive. So, yeah. So come and do it. It's free. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We have a lot of freaking games on this channel, guys. I'm very tired. I'm very tired all the time.
So sleepy.
It's true. Do I need coffee? I won't sleep if I have coffee at this point, will I?
I had coffee. I needed it after today.
Did you? Because you were working all day, right? Should I make
I was
Bones
on my feet
coffee,
all day.
folks?
You should
Like
probably
that
make some coffee.
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Everybody, keep the chat going.
I was
Yes,
on my
we
feet
will
all
keep
day
the chat happening.
because we had the alumni convocations today. So all the students who graduated in the last 3 years who could not walk were given the opportunity to walk today. So we had a graduate one and an undergrad one. So I was on my feet being all like, hey guys, congratulations for the ones in our department. So my feet hurt. I was also dressed very nice, very business.
I
like
went dancing in heels for the first time
Nice.
a little bit ago, and boy, my legs hurt the next day.
Right?
Yeah, that checks out.
Because you know what? Surprisingly, one of the easiest things to do in heels when dancing is do that little dip and like kneel, like bend down sort of thing, like the dip down. So much easier in heels than in bare feet. I don't know why.
I think it has something to do with the angle.
So-
of,
yeah,
like,
something to do with the angle of
the
your
angle of
feet.
the ankle,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you can like dip down and then like pop back up, and it's really cute and like
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
But
Christine,
yes.
I need to know what people need me to drink tonight.
All right, what's Kelly drinking tonight?
Okay,
Coffee.
I've got
What
Frankenbones
flavors?
chocolate hazelnut. I've got Cinnabon. I've got White Russian. I've got peanut butter and jelly. I've got electric unicorn fruity breakfast cereal flavored. Holy cannoli.
Holy cannoli.
Strawberry cheesecake. I've got What the Fluff and S'more time.
Okay, I've got to ask, does the Cinnabon
time.
actually taste like Cinnabon?
I think so.
It does.
So we've
I
got
say
a
s'more
vote
time
for
'cause
chocolate
we're-
hazelnut and a vote for unicorn so
Okay.
far. I personally think s'more time sounds great because it's story time but s'mores.
I
Exactly.
really
think-
want to ask
I agree.
what
Like
the
first one where
fluff.
there's a double, but I'm hoping
That's
it's
also
not
very
hazelnut.
Amy agrees with me. Nacro
I'm-
oh, we've got two for what the fluff.
Oh.
PR Multiverse and Nacro both say what the fluff.
You know what? If Nacro says it, I'll do it. Professor Multiverse makes a meme about it. It was all good. Make a meme about Erica.
Yes. PR Multiverse, we need
There's already
names.
a
already
meme
been
about
done.
Erica.
Oh, it's already been done? Alright, one sec.
Also
Discord.
one about the Thorn of Arcadia,
Water's
which I
almost
both
boiled.
love and hate.
Because I'm in Canada and we have kettles.
I think Kelly is throwing some shade on America and not having kettles.
Well, I watched a video a while ago
Yeah.
that was asking, or it was like, why do Americans not have kettles? Because for the most part, we don't. And it was this big thing about like, oh, the polarity or like the our power outlets, and our power is like our amperage is half of what it is in Europe, things like that. And all this like big explanation. At the end of the video, the guy's like, actually, it's because we don't drink tea. We drink coffee. You don't need boiling water for coffee if you have a
But
coffee.
what about hot chocolate and like
It's like, oh,
every other
really
warm
They
drink?
use the microwave.
That's terrible.
Ugh.
Also,
foul.
you know what's amazing about having an electric kettle? It's so much easier to make ramen.
Yeah,
Instant ramen. You just pour it over after a minute.
Yeah, and you can't microwave
So
those all
easy.
the time
See,
because I
just
tried
have
that once and accidentally set it on
old-fashioned
fire.
Stove kettle. So I have to wait for my stove to heat up to get things. So I
Yeah,
use
that
a
takes too
Keurig
long.
in the morning because
I have
I
a
guess
lovely
you
electric
just
kettle.
adapt. You just adapt to it.
I mean, my kettle
See, I grew
is
up with
slow
electric kettles and
right
whatnot,
now,
so I'm just
but-
used to it.
Yep.
And you know what the best thing is? You come into the kitchen in the morning, you click the button down, and then you start making your breakfast or something else while it boils, and then you pour it to steep, and then you just keep finishing stuff up, and by the time you've got your breakfast, your tea's ready. It's great. That's a lot of noise. That's the doors closing. All right, I love the memes.
All right, hello everyone,
Kel-
welcome back.
Kelly,
Yes,
does the Cinnabon coffee actually taste like Cinnabon?
it tastes like cinnamon. Yeah, like it tastes like a cinnamon bun.
Oh my god.
Dude, like this
might
one,
have to
like I'd let you
actually
smell it
try.
right now. This, like, some of you have had this. This is the What the Fluff. It is. It tastes.
It smells like Wynn's hair.
It smells like cotton candy. It tastes like cotton candy. Robin, you've had it.
Because, I mean, like, my big thing with coffee is I've never been a fan of the taste of coffee. So, because I've never
Christine
had
isn't a fan
good
of-
flavored
Coffee
coffee.
so much more than the
Christine isn't a
flavor.
fan of drip coffee either. So, but I've
I like
got
the chocolate hazelnut one,
yeah.
but that's about it. I don't like weird flavors for the most part for coffee. I like kind of very
Yeah, me neither.
traditional sort of.
As I tend to like very, like, sweet flavored. Like, I like hot chocolate a lot.
Yeah. See, I just
Um,
sweeten the crap out of any coffee I have because I can't stand. Okay, I can now.
I find
Oh.
I can't sweeten / put enough milk cream in drip coffee to get to a point where I actually like it. Like, I can drink it, but I don't tend to really like it unless that's what I'm feeling like. However, lattes
Yeah.
with like an espresso shot or a double espresso shot and steamed milk, I can do just fine.
Yeah, coffee was a hard one to get into. I used to drink so I used to have this mug. Actually, when next time I go to my mom's house, I'll be able to get it back, but it's like this Donald Duck mug that was like, you know, the novelty mugs that are like the size of, like, you can easily fit a Rubik's cube inside of the mug sized
You
mugs.
mean like the size of my mug that I drink from regularly? That's like almost the size of my head?
Yeah, the ones that are bigger than my dragon mug, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So I had a Donald Duck mug that was like that because Donald Duck is my spirit animal, and I can say that. Mwahaha. Actually, Kat and I can both say that. Mwahaha. Suck it, paleface. Anyway. But I used to drink that with like half coffee, half milk to get into it, right? I use the little, like, the basic, like the super basic stuff. It's so good. Hey, Adventure Corp, good to see you there. We're gonna be back as soon as Robin gets back. My coffee's almost done, and I look forward to running this ridiculous game for you because this game is getting ridiculous. More Eric. Oh, there's another Eric meme. Hold on. So-
This is definitely the game where we just let the silly fly.
Yeah, it's casual. It's super casual.
I like it.
It's pretty good.
Okay, that's a good one. I like that.
Okay, hold
Wait,
on.
what's this
Also,
other one?
Folks, if you are into tabletop role-playing games, you should join our Discord because
Yes.
it's free and
So Adventure Corp, this campaign is our original campaign that we started the channel with. So how many years now have we been playing this one? It's season
think
4,
three-
so this
three-
is
three and a
episode
half?
100.
Yeah, because we started in the summer of 2018 when
Yeah.
we first recorded the episode 1.
Yeah, so this channel started with this game.
yeah, basically this is an extra life. So
Yeah.
Robin, I looked over what you sent me, and that 100% Christine is right. That was 3.5 elves, not 3.5 elves. It was like 3.5 elves. So the Hunt for the Good Boy, this is the game that I ran for Extra Life, I think it was Extra Life a couple years ago. That was for Bryn, Kristen, Natasha.
I think Hayden was in it.
Hayden was in it, and I think one more person was in it.
It's the one with the dog jail channel.
A local wizard named Roberta Thistledown was doing zoological research on the nature of fey creatures when she accidentally dropped a vial of fey essence on her dog, Muffin Top, who ran off with it. A known scamp, Muffin is an independent with a known is very independent. There's a 200 gold reward for Muffin Top plus $200 per vial because it was a Vandalier that got stuck to her. Or stuck to him.
Mm-hmm.
So the characters go and find him. He's running through the marketplace. Basically, he's a known stray dog. Or a known, an outside dog.
Yeah.
And throughout this, once they rescue him, he'll vanish, having accidentally swallowed a vial of blink dog essence.
Yeah, it was like a blink dog corgi or something.
Yeah, it was
like
a blink
that.
corgi because he accidentally whenever he barks, he teleports by accident.
Yeah.
And you have to chase him into the sewers where he is being held captive. The Hunt for the Good Boy. Okay, coffee is coming down. Ooh, thank you for sending that, Robin. That was cute. That was a cute memory. I love that the dog's name is Muffin Top.
It's very good.
How is your back, Robin?
It hurts.
Are you gonna be okay?
I mean, yeah, if we can stop at 10:30, that would be great. I don't think I can go to 11.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Good, that makes one of us. All right. Welcome back to the Shards of Nyrn, here on Dork Tales. After having a brief respite, you all gather, preparing to enter the back lair beneath the casino district. Down at a sloped rise where carts come to drop off supplies in the middle of the night for the never-ending baked goods and food service work that happens down here. You find yourself there on a misty evening, the fog clinging low to the ground. The aurora of scintillating colors lighting the sky overhead. You're not really sure what time it is, only that a weariness is seeped into your bones. You've gathered your equipment, I imagine, cleaned out your hotel rooms just in case, and grabbed your friend's gear.
Yeah.
Yup.
Would they be able to get in our room? Because T and I were sharing a room.
Mars, can you make me a disable device check?
Yeah.
Technically, the reservation was under Viceland, so he could probably get a key.
So disable device, what would that be in this? Sorry?
So disable device is, so you would add your proficiency bonus to a dexterity check.
Cool. So I'm adding 4 to...
And then a d20.
Yeah. So dex...
Unless you took expertise in it. I don't remember if you did.
I don't think so.
Okay.
23.
23? Okay. So, after acquiring the door key, you'll be able to have busted into the safe and get out their stuff. And as you are waiting out there in the middle of the night, the door will... And a demonic-looking goat will wander out wearing a dark chef jacket and will light up a cigar. Fucking people, I don't fucking know. Oh, hi. How are you? Smoke break.
Mood.
And he's gonna step out of the way and let the back door to the underground food establishment go click and shut, and then immediately it'll burst open and hitting the goat on the ass and knock him into a bush. Erica will be standing behind. So you have accepted my offer. Which is it?
Can I insight check?
Sure.
Cause I'm like, she keeps trying to like, or he or they or whatever keeps trying to like, really get us to verbally accept. Uh, 24.
Okay. It doesn't seem like he's trying to trap you into that. They don't seem like they're trying to trap you into like any type of like verbal contract.
Okay.
Mostly, he's like, so allow me to re-clarify. He steps out and goes, so you've decided to accept. Do you want the cake? Or to descend into the bowels of the kitchen of hell? The cake's
Oh no, I know
probably-
exactly where this is going. Oh no, I'm dumb.
the cake is probably faster. But, I mean, it's your call, really. Those are the two main options. Those are the only options.
Fine. Let's, I guess, start with the cake and go with the rest. What do you want to do?
Mars is just gonna look at everyone and be like, kitchen sounds more fun.
Kitchen?
But cake is faster, and we probably want to get them out faster. But kitchen sounds more fun.
Well, I said faster. I mean safer.
Oh. Okay, someone do rock, paper, scissors with me. I am the kitchen.
Go for it, Cat.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Do 1, 2,
Wait,
3?
sorry. Okay, wait.
Okay.
Yeah,
Off
on 3.
screen and then show on screen.
Thank
Okay.
you. That is the only
It'll
way
make
to do
things a
this.
lot easier.
Okay.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you won. Do you
That
want
wins.
to?
All right. So, why don't we? I mean, why don't we do the cake?
Baking.
If it's the
Sure.
safer option, probably less chance of us getting apprehended and dying on the way down to save them.
Probably, yes. Fear not. The cake is the real truth. Follow me, quickly. Walk this way. And he will turn and start going, clip, clop, clip, clop.
Walk this way. Walk this way.
Quietly! You know, I kind of appreciate this song, really. Manelros will try to mimic his walking gestures.
Malia will just walk as usual.
All right.
Yeah, Jason's just kind of wandering along.
All right, moving down the hallway.
No, Aeson is walking with like hips swaying
Yeah,
exaggeratedly.
actually entirely correct. Let's be real. here.
Dislocating her spine with every step.
It's okay. It's just the way it is.
All right. All right. So, he walks you down a long corridor, deep under the bowels of this area. Occasionally, as he reaches different forks in the road, he holds up his hands to stop you. Hide to the wall. You'll see a couple of other demons walk by, some with the faces of owls with crowns on them, others similar horsey shape people walking down like, hey Erica.
Hi, Erica. How's it going?
It's Master Erica to you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Just what are you doing? Just, being Erica?
I loved that. Scroll of you being legal counsel for that small town. Aaron Brockovich, too much of a deep cut. What are you even talking about? Get out of here! Get back to work! Alright, fine, Erica. They're just gonna walk off. I get no respect around here. That will all change when I am the ruler.
When you're the...
I mean, it probably won't, but you can have dreams.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Erica leads you to a large room. A large room with a big vaulted door. It reaches up. Hurry. Inside. The cakes dwell within. Find the cake. Meant for tonight's meal. Well, for tonight's celebration. And hide in it. But beware. Other cakes are not quite so forgiving. And then they will go and shut the door behind you. The room is dark.
What are we supposed to do?
And cold. And
Find the cake for tonight? Sorry, Kelly.
That's okay.
Find the cake for tonight, I guess, while avoiding the other... What?
I'll be back in a bit. You hear echo through the door.
Which cake?
Looking ahead of you, you see that there are 3 cakes, each on a rolling pedestal. You know what? I'm going to back up on this and say, hurry, climb inside of the cake. And he'll let you in there. The big one. But as you look inside the room, there are 2 identically sized cakes, each large enough for you all to hide inside.
So, how do we climb inside a cake that's... Also,
There are
does
ladders.
this feel really worrisome to everybody else?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah.
You know, kind of like everything's gonna go wrong at the worst possible moment type thing.
We've been through worse.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry. Alright, well, which one?
Can I inside check the cake, Kelly?
Yes, you may. There are 2 cakes, each roughly about 20 feet tall and about 30 feet wide at the lowest tier. There are several ladders that are placed, and you can see that each cake looks like it has a top bit that moves out of the way.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? One moment. Investigating them. How are you investigating them?
I'm just gonna go up and just actually like go around and see, you know, to like look at the cakes, see if I can figure out which one is gonna be for tonight versus another night, or if there's anything overtly off about one of them.
So these cakes, from appearance alone, as you look at them, are both decorated identically. They are giant, like almost like wedding tiered cakes with like kind of like a... They're devil's food. They're absolutely devil's food cakes, and are decorated with all manner of sparklers and these like strange, like arcane symbols that have been piped onto them directly into the icing. However, looking at them, the piping is... You got a 20 what?
That was a dirty 20.
The piping is slightly different between them. In fact, they're almost identical, but it looks like the piping on each of them is the inverse of the other pipe. So the to say that in a way with less of the word pipe, there is a basically the arcane symbols. Some of them are reversed on one of them, but you're not sure which one is the reversed one.
She's gonna point that out to the crew.
Okay.
That she's noticing this kind of thing, but is unaware of which one's reversed and which one's not.
I guess, can Malia review them then? And
Sure. So so they these glyphs are written in Infernal. Does anybody here speak Infernal?
Me!
Okay. So
It's me turn! Yay!
Mars, you can try to translate these
Oh boy.
and these symbols and explanations to Malia. So what I need you to do is make me what would this even be? This would be
My time to shine.
It's your time to shine. Make me a intelligence history roll.
Well, my int is pretty good, and my
Yeah.
history is pretty good. So I would add both of those together and then plus the d20, right?
Plus the d20.
6. Gosh.
I'm looking for
Can I?
use your inspiration?
Yes.
Yes, you may.
Yay.
Where the hell is
Much better.
the...
That's gonna be 18.
18? All right. So you can read through them, and you're pretty sure that the one on the left has its has some of their words written backwards.
Oh, because we know what that means. If you say it the right way, you're gonna summon something bad.
To figure out, you can explain the words and things to Malia. Malia, you can make me Mars, you got a really good roll. Malia, make me a religion check.
okay. No.
No.
No. I rolled a 2.
Could
My
I
Dark Tales
also,
dice have deserted me.
Could I also try a religion check?
Yes, you may.
Cool.
Did you roll on that, Christine?
What?
What did you roll on that?
I rolled a 2, which ends up with religion
Oh god.
being 7.
7. Okay.
What can I say if that was a nat 20?
Was that a nat 20? So basically the glyphs are mirrored. The one on the left looks like a copy of the one on the right.
Like, do you see that? It's almost like a copy. Almost identical.
I see. How can you tell?
Just by how this is written here, when it's just slanted. So if it's actually moved this way, makes me think that maybe the one person that was writing it had to change their position or something.
Well, maybe they were looking at it from a different angle, says Manalros. Maybe...
Or somebody that's...
Looking around the room, as your eyes adjust to the darkness and you kind of can get a little bit further out, it's quite a large room, basically the equivalent of like a giant walk-in cooler, but like sized for a giant. The walls are shined to a mirror sheen. And as you glance at the reflections, my dog will bark at things. As you glance at these reflections, you can see that if someone looked at the reflection before they looked at the cake, that's how they would have read it.
So it's like an optical illusion almost, and it bugged up their mind. When you look at something for too long and then you're like, oh, that's not actually how it should be perceived.
So like if something... can I get an investigation check if anybody's looking around the room?
Okay. Because I'm not very good with glyphs, and after that, I would probably have looked around the room.
My Dark Tales dice have betrayed me tonight. That's a 9.
That's going to be a 16.
A 16?
Yeah.
Looking around, you're going to find that, like, the room is full of, like I said, mist. And what it is it's condensation that's kind of coming up from, like, this broken vent. over on the right side of the room. Kind of over behind the giant cake on the right. It's about like a sewer vat, like a sewer grate, basically like a sewer pipe that's been broken up. And the difference in temperature extremes is kind of like flooding the room with mist. What is your favorite, or what's your favorite enemy? Is it, Asen?
Dragons, gnolls, elves.
Yeah, it's not going to work for this. Do you want to make me a survival check?
I would love to. How is a 22?
A 22?
Yes.
Glancing down and touching the ground, you're going to notice that there are little like groove marks in the floor where it looks like acid had melted through the grate. And a soft trail of acid leading into the room.
To one of the cakes?
Toward the cakes, but not to either of them.
Oh, can I perception to see if I can find anything?
You can do an investigation check. Is anybody else doing anything else?
Well, Malia looked around and she didn't see anything of note, so it's just a room with 2 cakes.
Yeah. Oh, is there also like spare frosting or whipped cream that I can see?
Yeah, there's actually a piping bag on the table between the 2 cakes.
Okay, because if in the need that we need a distraction, I almost kind of want to just
Be able to custard damage someone?
No. But distraction, whipped cream, but only whipped cream, and pop out naked.
I think that's an absolutely great idea. Is anybody else gonna search the room at all? And what'd you get on your investigation, Asen?
18.
As you're looking around the room, you're going to follow the trail. And there's just like this little gapping of acid, like this little dribbling that's headed up. And then after about 10 feet, you're kind of looking over and you can see the shined mirror walls. And there on the ground, the acid damage becomes wheel treads in the misty ground. The floor's a bit frosty here, you see. And you can see there are slight wheeled tracks. And as you raise your eyes to the 20-foot tall wedding cake on now your right, but the left from the door, you will see that the icing tenses. Like
Mimic!
And I need an initiative check. Cake mimic.
Cake mimic! Let's go!
Everything is a fucking mimic in this game. We're gonna be just traumatized.
Asen's already she hates mimics. She has like a phobia of mimics.
Okay, so.
She's been eaten by 2 of them.
Okay.
My dice have abandoned me today.
Okay, so Viceland has a 20. Minalros has a 21. And Karzu has a 12. Ooh, nice. Okay. Asen. Minalros. Oh my god. Okay. Viceland. Mars. Ooh, and the cake mimic. Oh, the cake mimic rolled higher than Malia. Ooh, that's great.
I mean, that's not exactly hard. I got 3.
All right, so Asen, the cake mimic rears up, and what you see is that this cake leans back, its tears splitting as it leans back, like its 3rd or 4th tear just goes peeling back. Kind of think like a stack of waffles peeling back type of thing. You know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And as it does, it lets out a mighty sound that sounds a little like this. And it attacks. Meanwhile, across the area, you'll hear, "All right, rise and shine. Time to head out to the Colosseum for you lot." What happened? What time is it?
Yeah, did we get a long rest in, or has it only been a few hours? I'm trying to.
You'll get a
figure
long
out the
rest.
timing. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Because it was like
Beautiful.
11 o'clock before we headed out, right?
Yeah.
We were going out.
Well, I
4 in
just
the
didn't
morning.
know with the timing.
You
Oh,
totally
okay,
would.
yeah.
Sweet. Yay, spells. Oh, if that is true, I am just going to make one quick spell change on my
Okay,
prepared
go ahead.
spells because I get to do that as always.
All right. One of the guards outside of the door, a goat man with the legs of a human. It's kind of a weird twist. And big hairy toes. Kind of bangs on the door. It's time to go. Head through the door on the right. He pulls a velvet curtain out of the way that parts on the wall, and you'll see that there is an old rickety screen door in the side of your jail cell. We've been meaning to update that.
Right.
You still are in this opulent cell with plush carpet and all of this. Dempsey is going to get up and stretch and crack every part of his body. Okay, well, the hangover is here. Well, that's great. Hey, you were trying to prevent me from losing last night, were you?
We tried. We didn't think you should give your god powers to that Rakshasa. Like,
You just call him
He
a fuck
doesn't-
Shasa?
okay, I called him
But
a
I like that.
Rakshasa,
Oh,
but I
I was-
kind of like that better.
I kind of like it too.
Honestly.
Hey, I know you. You're the elf queen.
Why does everyone know that?
I'm literally a god, baby.
You're a queen?
Yeah, but
I thought you were just heir to a throne or something like that.
Hey, go through the door. All right, sorry. He's going to get up and he's going to like kind of take a step. And as he does, he's going to accidentally brush up against some of the scenery in the room. And it's going to just like rip, undulate, and just go. And you're back in a normal jail cell. Like he walked through like the set of a movie.
huh.
Huh. That seemed too good to be true.
Yeah, it seemed like they were just trying to
I figured it was an
honestly.
illusion because, you know, he's a
Well,
king of this town or something. Oh, freaking know.
chief jackass. Well,
And he
You
has my sword.
well, let's feed it to him. How about?
Yeah, and he
Besides-
also has my ancient robe of my people in that stupid fucking museum that they're gonna celebrate today. So I think we just make his day just hell.
Okay. All right, I'm ready to fight and die. How about y'all?
I'm
I'm
good.
ready to
If we have a minute, you're a god, so you kind of have a like you have good god powers. You won't be offended if I do something for TNI, will you?
I mean, I'm not much of a god at the moment, but
You know what?
You do
Fair.
you.
How
He
many
kind of
before?
smiles and looks at you. He looks like Brendan Fraser from the Mummy franchise.
Nice.
That's the quick.
It's
Yeah.
tough to be
Um,
a god.
I'm gonna spend a minute and do a 4th level spell, and I'm going to cast Fortune's Favor, and give the three of us a motive possibility, which allows you to re-roll a when the chosen creature makes an attack roll, ability check, or a saving throw before the spell ends. Oh, never mind, it's a minute. I will take that back. Fadia would know that. But she might do that in battle. If you stay near me 60 feet, I can potentially bend fate a little bit and try and give us a bit of an advantage.
Oh yeah, Mercer's Law.
Keep that in
Exactly.
mind.
Yeah, happy to help. I kind of feel like you all are getting into this trouble because of me. So,
Sort of, partially.
I'm happy to
little bit.
say that after we survive this, I will accept you as worshippers.
I'll probably, like, pass.
Okay.
Or you could
Well-
take my
All right, then I will happily bless anyone who wants it with a divine spawn.
I just woke up from like a 700-year nap. I kind of need some time for myself before I, start a family. So
That's fair.
how about you take us out for drinks afterwards?
That's
My
probably
friend
better.
Have you guys
Asen,
ever
I
drank
think, would go.
ambrosia? It's through the door.
Oh, fine.
Anyway, yeah, ambrosia on me.
Sounds great.
Sure. Yeah.
All
that's
over me.
Not so much that.
I'm pretty persuasive when I...
Yeah, no.
Okay, sorry, what? Ooh. Oh, man, it's like hitting a runner's wall. I haven't been without that thing in years now.
Oh god, we're gonna die.
Anyway,
let's go!
Let's go. Let's go prove our innocence.
It'll be fine. The sword pointy end in the enemy.
That's generally how it works. If you have magic, point at enemies, shoot a fireball if you have it. It's very good spell.
Or lightning. I hear you're good with storms or something.
Oh yeah, storm, lightning.
Yeah, I'm pretty resistant to it, but most of that's in the the mantle.
Okay. Well.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Pointy end in enemies.
How much was actually you and not the divine mantle?
Well, look, it's kind of complicated. It's like... He grabs the door and opens it. Ladies?
Right. Okay. He's gonna just go through and...
You ever gone shopping naked and you let shut the door, goes tick, 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 like a screen door behind him? Inside of the next room, you find yourself in a well-stocked armory. All of the weapons that you may need are there, as well as a carefully curated pouch, a number of spell pouches for any components you might need.
Oh, beautiful. Fadia's just gonna run up to the thing and clutch it and just start looking through the things. Okay, yeah, I need that. Ooh, I might need some of that. Bat guano, of course.
Any of the any weapons from the core book are there as well. So tridents, halberds, swords, shields, anything you might need. He is going to take a look around and go, let's see. Here's an old classic. And he's going to pick up a curved cutlass. That's one of these in a while. All right.
He's gonna look at the scimitar, the scimitars, and think for a second, and then go, I probably shouldn't. I'll probably make the Throne of Arcadia mad. Not gonna do it. She's gonna grab a quarterstaff.
All right. Well, honestly, how bad can this be?
Oh my.
You never say that.
Well, let's fucking do this, bros.
Shall we? And the door on the other side of the room will start going click, 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 and will open, revealing a broad coliseum on the other side. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, welcome Mirage. Welcome everyone. My friends, my foes, my gentlemen, my ladies, my thadies, and thems. Welcome to a celebration like none other. Today, we are pitting a number of fantastic foes against each other in a final fight of furious ferocity. Join us now as we spill blood on the sand throughout the land. As you can see a god fight the reigning champion with his two sexy sidekicks. Give it up for Dempsey's the Fallen Idol! The crowd goes mild.
The crowd goes mild. Oh boy.
And in the other corner... I have to find the sound effect. 1 sec. Whoop. In the other corner, welcome the reigning champion, Boblin! Bob. The crowd goes nuts. Now, mind you, it's this big sandy arena, roughly about 200 foot, about a 200-foot diameter, and in the center of it, you can see that there's a dome over the roof, as well as several pillars holding it up. Above the incandescent dome, you're going to see all of these different strobing lights that are the top of Mirage. The audience is full of people, as well as what look like fake simulacrum placeholders. Basically unseen servants waving flags and things like that. Or minor illusions. And the other gate is going to open. And you are going to see a small, child-sized man tumble out. He is ugly, with a broad hooked nose, broad hooked chin. Kind of looks like the Man in the Moon, if you get what I'm saying, where the chin and the nose almost touch. He's wearing a jester's outfit with big, jangly feet bits, and is accompanied by 6 goblins, who are kind of walking around flexing and waving flags. This small, kind of ruddy-skinned goblinoid is going to do a couple of somersaults, raise his hands, and up to the sky. The crowd's losing their shit. Those of you who have been watching our events today, you have definitely been seeing what we've had before. A giant screen is going to appear like a jumbotron in the center of the room, center of the Coliseum, and you can see here that the shoplifters over at Treasure Hunters faced the giant shark bowl ooze, and you're gonna see a bunch of people who you actually recognize the shoplifting person from the store that you were at earlier, running away from a giant mobile shark ooze, a giant shark bowl that runs her over and eats her. In this other corner, the rise of the Maragons, a bunch of demonic creatures with masks bolted to their face are hacking up a bunch of restaurant critics. And because if anybody deserves it. And finally, let's keep things going. Folks, be sure to stick around after this fight for our next one, the rise of the Frost Salamanders versus the Fire Newts. Place your bets now, and in your corner, Dempsey's team, are you ready? Are we ready?
I guess so.
As much as we will be.
Boblin's team, are you ready? Go! And I need an initiative roll from everybody.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, not too bad. Not too bad.
Dempsey's got a 3. Good job. We're starting strong here, Dempsey's.
He's still hungover.
He's still very hungover. Oh, you know what? He should roll that with disadvantage. He rolled another 3. My Dork Tales dice has abandoned me too, Christine, if it makes you feel better. And it's back. Okay, Boblin rolled a nat 20.
Wow, Boblin.
Okay, Bob Lynn. Okay, and let's roll for, and then Gob 1. Okay, and okay, okay. So this is.
Do you want different fight music?
Oh, I've got. Why? What do you got?
No, just saying. Is this going to be a change of atmosphere?
So Tia Dempsey's. Okay, all right, and they are going to charge you. The small, jester-dressed little goblinoid man wielding this little staff mace in his hand with a face that looks just like his on the tip of it, is going to go, "Let's fucking kill him! Go!" And the goblins are going to charge. Meanwhile, back in the other fight, the cake is not a lie. Asen, it is your turn. The cake is in front of you. About 20 feet is where you saw it. You're all kind of around the cake. The cake is definitely inside of reach of all of you. What do you do?
Okay, so, is any of my group within 5 feet of the cake?
Mars is within 5 feet because that's where the piping bag was that she grabbed.
Oh, of course she's.
She has uncanny dodge,
right?
so I don't know.
That's fair. Because I'm going to -5 plus 10 this thing on my attacks.
Okay.
So that's stated. And then I was going to, you know what? I'll just bonus action Hunter's Market. I'm just gonna do that. So here we go. I'm gonna make the attack.
Okay, go ahead.
That was a nat 20 on one of them.
Okay.
So that's a nat 20. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. That's gonna be a 18 on the second one.
Okay, that's a hit.
And then the third one is going to be a 14.
That will be a miss. Oh wait, that will be a hit, actually.
Woo! Yes!
She's having fun, folks.
Okay, and then my Dork Tails dice were my nat 20. Yeah, I'm having a ton of fun. Okay. Just the way it is. So it's gonna be. Oh, I need a calculator. Hold on, I'm gonna mute for a second.
I'm doing that too because I'm changing a couple of. There we go. That is got 5 more hit points than it had before. Cool. All right. All right, everybody, start preparing your action. So you're in this quite large room, basically like a giant square. It's very chilly. The floor is a little slick, so anybody who does any dashes or runs will have to make a dex save to not slip, unless they are immune to that. I don't think anybody is. And the 2 cakes are 20 feet wide. The room is about 80 feet wide by 80 feet. And, I think the cakes are 30 feet at the base. So, yeah, there's 10 feet between and 10, 30, 30, 70. We'll say it's a 90-foot square. Then there's 10 feet on either side of the cakes and 10 feet between them.
Kelly.
Yeah.
91.
Jesus. Okay, 91 points of damage.
Yes.
Fire your
She's
arrows.
Going, you fucking mimic!
Okay, firing your arrows into the cake, you are going to do a significant amount of damage, pumping arrow after arrow after arrow into the cake as it roars in pain.
You don't like the mimic.
All right, 91. Okay. All right, now it is Minalros is going to look and go, holy shit, he got that cake! I get... Now, buddy? Bump. Bump, ba-dum, bump, bump. Oh no, giant-ass mimic with some frosting on. Hey, it's time, now we got some problems. You're a stabby type, now cut the cake, Mars on. Mars, you can add a D10. You have Bardic Inspiration.
Woo!
D10. Took me a little while to improv that, sorry folks. And he's a level 10 Bard, which means that he can do... Yes, T is a higher level than her dad.
That's okay. We're fine.
Is this a mimic? Is this... he is going to cast... Ooh, he's gonna try. Okay, he is going to go, and now try. Now let's take it down a notch. And like a bunch of magic is going to fire out of his throat as he goes, ah! And the mimic is just gonna go, oh, sorry, more like. And the mimic totally saves versus his slow spell. Sorry.
Oh no.
Viceland is going to draw his sword and go, What am I even doing with my life? And is going to attempt to smite the cake. Well, that is going to be a hit. Smite, that is going to be... Oh boy, let's see. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. This is why you don't have any level 18 character or level 20 characters in your party. Okay, that's not too bad. So that's going to be 5 to 30 points of damage. With that. And now, Mars, it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay, so first I have to dodge from one of the arrows.
No, you don't have to.
No? It was all good?
No.
Okay, good.
It was all good.
Sweet. I get Bardic Inspiration, so I'm adding 10. So I'm gonna do a double attack with my sword and dagger.
Nice.
Cut the cake. My sword is at 24.
That's going to be a hit.
And the dagger is at a 13.
Viceland is next to this creature, which means that you can use your sneak attack on one of those if you choose.
Ew. So I can reroll? Reroll?
You can roll the extra damage.
I forgot how many dice I get to have for this too. Whoops. Okay. 12, 14, no, 16, 19, 21. 31.
31. Congratulations. You are going to stab into the cake, and that's what book it's in. Sorry, I was looking up one stat block that I need for this. As you stab into the into this tremendous cake, it is going to start to bubble and start to bloat around the center as it quakes. How do you want to cut it?
Oh boy. She's gonna do like a slice directly down the middle of the cake. And then with her... Well, wait. So if I did sneak attack, did my dagger work? Or no?
Your sneak attack did work, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She's able to like slice directly through it and be like, who wants a slice? And then just like...
Okay. So you're going to stab into it, and there's going to be an absolute explosion as the cake erupts and explodes into... One moment, please.
Oh!
Yep.
Were one of the arrows flaming? By any
No, they
chance?
were necrotic?
Necrotic.
Damn it! Because if one of them was, it should have been like on the like a candle, like a birthday cake.
Can you do me a favor? Winter, can you roll me a d12?
D12. Oh. D12. Which one's that?
It's the one that kind of looks like a d20, but like it didn't go to school long enough.
Oh, okay. Found it. Okay.
It's a d20 that hasn't matured all the way.
11.
11. You strike into it, cutting it to the quick, and so you're going to hear it start to bubble. And with a final monstrous roar, it is going to die, exploding into 11 mimic cupcakes that rain down on you. I have to check. Their initiative will occur when their time is up. They're going to start falling from the ceiling on you, dive bombing. Karzu is going to take a swing at two of them. She is going to smack one of them into the wall, where it explodes like a raspberry Danish thrown against a wall. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. All right. And now the cakes are going to rain down on you. That means that I get to make 11 or 10 now attack checks. Okay, what's my bonus on this? I have... Okay. So they are going to distribute 2 cupcakes toward each of you. Mars, armor class 11 and 20.
Sorry, what was that?
Does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, one of the cupcakes is going to fall from the ceiling and is going to land on your head, biting the side of your ear for 9 points of piercing damage.
I have a new piercing. Cool.
And 8 points of acid damage.
Woo! That's a little...
You may use your reaction to have the damage from this with Uncanny Dodge if you want.
I will do that, please.
Okay, so that was 11 and 8, I think I said. Okay, Malia, cakes are coming down. Neither of them is going to hit you. All right, Viceland, cakes are coming down. One of them is actually going to hit Viceland. That is going to be... oh shit, that's like 23 damage. He'll take it. All right. Aeson. That's 21 and 22.
Those are 2 hits.
That is going to... Holy shit balls. 10 points of acid damage, 11 points of piercing damage on the... Oh, pardon me, 13 points of piercing damage on the first one. As one of them lands on the tip of your nose and bites it. And the other one is going to land... I've seen your artwork. It's going to motorboat you. And bite you in the boobie for 7 points of piercing damage. Well, you got a new piercing.
Yeah!
So welcome to the Mars Club. And 6 points of acid damage as it bites your boob of choice. And let's see. 2 are going to fall on Maneleros. One of them is going to hit. Maneleros is going to take... what is that? 9... 18 points of damage. Okay, and Viceland was 22, I think. All right, Mally, it's your turn. What do you do?
All right, there's a lot of them now. I'm just gonna, I think, try and throw the hammer at them.
Sounds good. You can make me 2 attack rolls. Go ahead.
No. My dice are betraying me tonight.
Okay, what'd you get total?
Like 5 and 3.
Total, or what's your with your bonus?
$11
Okay.
and 13, I think.
Okay, are you attacking the ones that landed near you?
Sure.
One of them is dexterously going to dodge out of the way, but the other one's going to get smashed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Roll damage.
Okay, so it's... Okay. So I just had to try and read to remember what the heck this does.
That's okay.
19.
Okay, you're gonna smash that cake. All right. Meanwhile, back on the battlefield, Boblin, inside of the Colosseum, is going to rush at you, dancing. You all suck. You're going to die. Your bones are going to fry. I'm going to eat you. There's no rhyme. And is going to wave his scepter at... Ooh, you know what? He's gonna roll. Not much of a god, are you? More like a clod. And is going to wave his wand at Dempsey's.
Can I use a reaction, or is it like counterspell?
Counterspell?
Yes.
So it's not a spell.
Oh.
So that will fizzle.
Yep.
And Dempsey's is going to take a penalty on that. So that he's going to use his Mocking Word ability, and Dempsey's is going to take 2d4 psychic damage, which is only 4 points of psychic damage, but you're going to see his nose start to bleed. Son of a bitch made me bleed my own blood! I'm going to kill him! So... Robin, you would know that wasn't a spell, so you don't have to spend that. However, I'm going to spend a point of Hurt the More to he's going to point at Dempsey's again, and is going to start casting a spell.
Counterspell.
Okay, sounds good. So counterspell means that he has to make a DC, or you have to do...
No, I have to roll a spell casting thing.
You don't. It's Tasha's, so it's Hideous Laughter. So you're just going to kill it.
Okay, cool.
So he points his wand again and... Laugh, false god! Well, you dirty bitch, I'm going to stab you. It will not itch. Get them, my goblins! The goblins are going to rush at you, going and transform! And as the goblins rush you, they're going to start running on all fours, and you're going to hear the sound of ripping leather as they explode into giant dire wolf-like creatures and lunge at you. All right, so the first one is going to lunge. How are you positioned in this field? So kind of like you were kind of walking out there. Dempsey is kind of in the middle, I'm assuming. So
Tia's probably in front of
Fadia's behind as the squishy wizard that she is.
Okay. So the first one is going to... So I'm just going to roll a ton of attacks on you, Tia.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a 21, a 21, and a 20.
Those will all hit.
Okay, so the first one is going to hit you with a bite attack and 2 claw attacks as it launches itself at you.
Okay.
That is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 points of slashing damage from the claws. 5 and 4, respectively. And the bite is going to be quite good. It's going to be 10 points of piercing damage as this thing leaps up and rides you to the ground. Like claws along you. And anybody who wants to look up what these things are don't look up the stats, but you may look up the image for a barghast. Or a barghast, I suppose. Barghest. The next one's going to take an attack at you. What's your armor class? So I've got a 24,
quick check.
2014-15.
So assuming that
your tattoos are functioning again.
Yeah, okay. So in that case, my AC is 18. So I think only one of them hit.
Okay,
you said
sounds
there
good.
was a 20, 14, 15?
Then the next one is going to rush up beside you and claw you for 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
A third one is going to rush you, and that is going to be a hit with a bite that is going to deal you 10 points of piercing damage, but a claw is going to rake across your face with a critical hit unless someone stops it. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, well, whatever. That's going to be 7 points of slashing damage. I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Okay.
2 of them are going to pounce on Dempsey's. They are going to hit. That is going to be 7, 14, minus 20 for Dempsey's. Another one is going to rush and do that as well. That is going to be 2 hits. That is going to be another 13 points off of Dempsey's. As they just start like ripping into his skin. He's like, oh my god, why? Why me? And another one is going to rush past and lunge at Fadia. Fadia, that is going to be a... the bite is definitely not going to hit you. But the claws are an 18 and a 22.
Yeah, both of those will hit.
Okay, are you going to use a reaction? or anything like that?
I used my reaction to
Counterspell. You're absolutely right. You did. Thank you for being honest there. You're going to take 7 points of slashing from the first and 8 from the second. And that is the Goblin Horde. Tia, it is your turn.
Okay. That was awful.
Did we go? I thought Tia rolled a 5 and I rolled a 17.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Oh, I jumped into writing the goblin, so I forgot to write you there, Fadia. So, I will just write you in. That was my mistake. Okay, Fadia, as this is happening and you're seeing this goblin rush you, what do you do?
Okay, Fada's gonna look at herself and go, are they all kind of lined up, like, in front of us attacking?
So to positions on the board, because we don't have a map for this one, so this is kind of your positioning. Tia's in the front, Dempsey's right there, and you're back here. 3 of them rush Tia and are kind of like surrounding her. 2 of them rush Dempsey's, and 1 went the long way and tackled you.
Okay.
So 3 of them are kind of in a cluster around Tia.
Mm-hmm.
And then Boblin is kind of skipping his way over toward you.
How far away is Boblin?
Boblin is about 60 feet away.
Amazing. Fada's gonna, like, turn to Dempsey's and this. Want to see something cool? I cast Polymorph on myself. I'm gonna turn into an adult crystal dragon.
You got the one trick, Robin. It's turning into dragons.
You know what? I've done it once, Kelly.
Honestly, there are worse
once.
tricks. There are worse tricks to have. Wait, you're a much higher level. You sure you want to turn into a crystal dragon?
An adult crystal dragon. I was a young crystal dragon for Cicera.
You get some hair on your chest.
I spent this entire their first round of the other guys. I was looking through the mouse manual. All the good dragons that are adult are higher than 12.
Okay, so you turn into an adult crystal dragon. What do you do?
So I have a 60-foot cone.
So
breath. I would love
does
to...
polymorph count as your? Is it a full action to cast? I believe it is.
I believe so.
Do you have any bonus actions?
No.
I'll let you. I'll if you give me the offer, I will let you use your breath weapon as a bonus action.
Okay.
Okay. The offer is mine now. Go.
All right. I exhale a burst of crystal breath at a 60-foot cone. I would love to angle it to try and miss my party members and hit Boblin and the goblins.
Okay, you will have to move out of the way a bit, which will give the Barghast that attacked you an opportunity attack.
Okay, my new AC is only 16. I bumped up 1.
Okay, it will get a nat 20 on you.
Great.
For a total of 8 points of slashing damage. Don't bother with the con. You know what? Roll the con save. If you get a 1, you lose it.
I rolled an 11, so...
Okay, that's 2 1s. That's even worse. Okay, so you can absolutely do that. You'll be able to target... You won't be able to get that Barghast in the blast, but you'll be able to get the rest of them. I need you one thing, though. I need you to do me a favor. Make me a charisma save.
A charisma save.
A charisma save.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration.
Okay. What'd you get?
I rolled a 9.
Oh.
So that'd be an 11.
Okay.
I rolled a 17 plus 2. That is 19.
Okay. You, for a moment, have a bit of pause and don't want to do anything to hurt the goblin, but then are going to push through it. Breathing your cone breath. Go ahead, roll me damage.
Yes, I need everything to make a DC 17 con saving throw. And let me just type 9d8 into Google.
Okay. Well, that Barghast failed. That Barghast succeeded. You know, I'll just do it this way. Barghasts. Hey! The 2 on Dempsey's saved. None of the ones on Tia's saved. And Boblin did not save.
All right, so the ones that didn't save are going to take 44 points of radiant damage. So 22 to the ones that saved, and then I get 15 temp HP from that.
Okay, so for this,
Rawr.
So you said 44, 22, so that drops that down to... Okay, and... Okay. And caught in the blast, you're going to see Boblin start to disintegrate into nothing. And then he kind of looks at the camera and goes, "No, I don't think I will." And then completely reconstitutes back to normal and gains 5 hit points. In a sudden reversal of fortune, Boblin is fine! This is an actual rule. I'm sorry. In response to another creature dealing damage to Boblin, Boblin reduces his damage to 0 and regains 1d6 hit points. You literally saw him melt and come back to life.
Doesn't have anything to do with radiant damage? Doesn't do anything against it?
It has nothing to do with anything except what he is. All right, Tia, it is your turn. You are surrounded by a bunch of almost dead Barghasts. What do you do?
That's great. I would like to turn into a giant scorpion as a bonus action.
Yeah, it sounds like something you'd do.
And then I would like to attack with a multi-attack.
Sounds
One
good.
attack for each of them. I've got 2 claws and I have a tail. So we're gonna do this.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, which dice goes with this one? That goes with that one. Wait, hold up. Make it match. Make it match. There we go. And I think I get... You know what? I'm gonna potentially use my inspiration to make one of these have advantage.
I pre-rolled Dempsey's attacks.
Okay.
Just gonna say it so I don't have to.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, what'd I get? So that's a... Okay, so whichever one is closest to her tail is being swung at with a... What does that end up being? That's like a 24.
Those are hits.
To hit? Okay, cool. So that's the tail. Then the claws are going to be respectively a 18 and a 19.
Okay, 18, 19. Those are going to hit.
Okay, so that's 1 for each of the things attacking her.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my damage I rolled is garbage, but
Okay.
you know, here we go. So that's gonna be the
do
tail.
me a favor.
Yeah. What?
Take 1d4 additional damage per attack.
Oh, okay.
As you take a swing, Dempsey's going to use a reaction to be like, "I'll make a believer out of you yet." And your blade is going to surge with, like, ocean waves.
Or claws and tail?
Yeah. Your claw and tail are going to... It's going to be like fucking out of Hades. You've got, like...
Oh.
You've got
So am I rolling
Force of the Tide. Oh, pardon me.
3d4?
Pardon me.
Or...
It would be an additional d6 per attack.
Oh, okay.
Because he's a god.
For damage?
Yep. Per
Okay,
attack.
1 sec. Let me just, real quick.
If you
Get
botch,
these
you might
guys.
drown, though. Just letting you know. You just suddenly
Oh, okay.
swallow the water.
Okay, so that's that one. Just making sure I keep these in the right places.
All right. You got
Okay,
this.
so the tail is going to hit 4. Because I add my strength to... That is going to be 15.
Okay.
Piercing.
The tail is going to
believe.
crush one of them into paste, just like stepping on a ketchup packet.
Yeah. One of the claws is gonna hit for 9.
9. Okay.
Yep.
That's going to be enough, though. As you pinch it, it's going to like clip this thing in half, and it's going to be like yipe, 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 and try to crawl away.
Yep. And the other claw is gonna go for 11, and
Perfect.
both claws grapple. The escape DC is 19.
Okay. You grab them with your claws, give them a shake, and you feel their bones just slide out of the sheaths and go limp. As you...
Oh, I forgot that my stinger does poison damage too.
Honestly, you've killed all 3 of them, Tia.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but those 3 are dead. They're big dead. Like 50% more dead than the leading brand. Dempsey's rolled 2 attacks on the Bargus that he's facing right now, and you're going to hear the sound of like wave striking shore. I rolled 2 nat 20s. That was my face a minute ago. I was like, I'm just going to roll in advance to see what happens. 2 nat 20s. So it's literally just he's going to slam them, and you're going to see like a little tidal wave kind of plunge up and smash these Barghest into the ground, pulping them. Thanks for tenderizing them, dragon friend. Still got it. Ooh, very tired, very tired. And he's gonna sit down on the ground and, like, throw up. Oh, very tired. Boom, top of the initiative. Back inside, there is 1 Barghest left on the Coliseum and Boblin. Back inside, the cakes are falling. Asen, there are still 9 cakes. What do you do?
I've got 2 on me.
You got 2 on
you. That I would like to throw off of me.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna try and like...
You can draw your sword and make an attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, you'll have disadvantage because these cakes are in your face.
Yes. So just 1... No, I still get 2 attacks, I think.
You still get 2 attacks, yeah?
Yeah, I still get 2 attacks.
Yeah, just because you're a ranger doesn't mean that you have to do range.
Yeah, literally. Alright, so 1 attack per cupcake.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do... that's with scimitar, that's +5, so we're gonna do a 16 and a 23.
Those are both hits.
Okay, and that's gonna be 1d6 of piercing. Ooh, that's a 6 on one of them.
Plus your dex.
Plus my dex is gonna be an 11 on one, and a... No, 6 plus 5 isn't 11. 6 plus 5 is 11. And 4 plus 5 is 9. So an 11 and a 9.
Okay, so you're going to completely shatter one of them and almost kill the other one, cutting it down to bite-sized proportions. All right, now we're down to Mirage, who is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself while trying to run from cakes that are on him. Ah, cupcakes! I hate cupcakes! I hate them so much! Holy crap! Ow! Ow! That's going to heal 12 points of damage. And he is going to... Mars! Do something! And he's going to give Mars... you haven't used your Bardic, never mind. So, Malia, little help! He's going to give Malia Bardic. Viceland is going to take 2 attacks at 2 cakes. And he's going to hit 2 cakes. 2 cakes are going to go... the ones that are on him. He's just going to kind of look at them on his shoulder as they're kind of like gnawing into his armor and go, splut, splut. This is the stupidest fight I've been in this week. Mars, it's your turn.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Okay, you're going to have disadvantage on these because they are point blank unless you're attacking other people's cakes.
I'm going to attack other people's cakes.
Okay, attack. There's 1 on Malia, 2 on Karzu, and 2 on Minalros.
I'm going to do 2 on Mel.
Okay, 2 on Mel and 1 on Mal.
Yeah, Eminem.
Okay. Eminem. Okay, do it.
Okay, cool.
3 attack rolls.
Adding charisma to this one, right?
You do, yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Okay, cool.
I think you've got this.
Yeah. Yeah, so the 3 rolls. 1 is an 18.
Hit.
16.
Okay, hit.
And another 18.
Okay, roll me a d10 for each and add your charisma to the damage. So I think you probably killed 3 of them. These things don't have very many hit points because they are just cupcakes with teeth.
Exactly. I just need 1 more dice. There we go. Do you want all of the damage together or each separately?
Each separately.
Okay. You just said add charisma to that.
Add charisma to the D10. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So,
You took the warlock thing that adds charisma to your damage.
Sweet. Okay, cool.
On
I
Eldritch
forgot about
Blast.
that. Thank you. Okay, so one is going to be 14.
That one's dead. So the one on Malia explodes.
And then 10.
That another one explodes off of Manelros.
And then 13.
Okay, another one explodes off Manelros. These things don't have very many hit points. They're cupcakes. And then
Just turn into smaller cakes.
and then Karzu is going to see one climbs on her face, and she's going to whack herself in the face with the blunt side of her axe. And it's going to you're going to hear this bone crunching sound, and then she's going to reach up into the smush cake and go, "I'm fine, me fine." And then the other cake is going to hop off of her before she can hit it, and is going to kind of squirm across the floor on these little tentacles that pop out its bottom. And it's going to try to run away, but unfortunately running away is going to put it right next to Malia. Malia, it is your turn as soon as I act. The cake is going to look up at you. I'm flipping the offer. And is going to look up at you and is going to pop these giant anime eyes out from its icing and give you the biggest, teariest look. And is going to roll a persuasion check against you. I'm gonna spend my last hurt them more to re-roll that. I'm gonna roll my Dork Tales dice. Okay, here we go. Okay. That is, what is a mimic's charisma? That is always a question. +0. That is a 15 to convince you not to kill it.
So what do I get to do in response, or?
Just roleplay it.
Okay.
It looks up at you and tries to smile fangily and pouts at you. Its little icing dripping off of its cheek. Off of its lip. It kind of has the face of one of the cars. Like
Okay.
Lightning McQueen, like the giant Sonic eyes.
Okay.
Mommy.
You don't hurt any of us. She will keep it if it absolutely behaves. She will feed it icing and sugar and keep it.
And occasionally blood.
I'm sure it can gnaw on Mars.
Mystery.
Thanks.
Or her enemies. Malia's got lots of enemies.
So it's going
She's
to
just flinging it at people.
it's going to look at the ground and kind of grind one of its tentacles sheepishly like a shoe. You know that little shoe pivot? And is going to kind of give you the cutesy eyes.
You promise?
Mama.
None of that bullshit. Cut that out.
It nods.
She'll go find a jar for it to sit in.
Okay. Viceland looks around the
Fucking
battlefield.
adorable cupcake.
Did that actually just happen?
Apparently.
This is
Do I have a familiar now?
if you become a wizard, yes. But now you have a sidekick now.
Yes.
You gotta name it Sugar. You gotta name it Pinky. What do you get? You think of a good name for a cupcake in the chat. Post names for the cupcake. Viceland's gonna look around the room. This is.
I still have cupcakes on me, right?
You still have. Oh yes, you still do have a couple of cupcakes on you.
One's eating my ear.
Yeah. So Malia, there are still a couple of cupcakes on Mars while you're doing this.
I'm just standing there yeah.
I'm gonna ask my cupcake if it's one of those ones. The assholes.
It's going to make some burbling noises, going death to the betrayers.
All right. Guiding bolt, or not guiding bolt. Sacred flame.
I'm gonna spend the something good happens just to make it work. You don't have to roll if you
Sacred
don't want
flame.
to. You don't have to roll if you don't want to.
Well, they have to make a dex save to avoid that. So if they're busy gnawing on Mars, then.
They're gonna fail.
All right, cool. That's just a cantrip. It's a D. It's 3d8.
They're gonna die.
Yeah.
They're just. You are now covered in hot whipped cream and icing, Mars. And Viceland is looking at you now like, all right, everybody, let's go into the cake.
Mally's gonna quickly look around the kitchen to find food for her mimic.
Okay. With that, we transition back over to the battlefield in the Colosseum, where it is just Boblin and the single Barghast. Boblin is going to look at the dragon and go, well, that's something. Hey, you big stinky dragon.
Arr.
Make me a wisdom save.
Rawr.
Yeah, make me a wisdom save.
22.
You're big and stupid. Haven't you ever? You should really, let's see. You've put on some weight, I can see. You stepped on the scales. Come on, it's funny!
Rawr.
I'm still the moral victor here. And then he's going to kind of just invert himself inside out and vanish. You are going to see that there is a discarded Barghast carcass nearby, like one that's crystallized. And he vanishes from view. And then the Barghast carcass is going to start, like, sauntering off, but it's dead on its side while it's doing it. It's kind of going... Because he makes a disengage and hide action to hide under it. And he did really bad. It's your turn, Fadia.
So is it... No, let's roll and see if I... Oh, I do recharge. But...
Do it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna release a breath weapon at it.
Oh,
and
actually,
get recharged.
if you want to, you could attack him multiple times instead of breath weaponing him. Because you're right up on him. That means you get like 3 attacks.
Yeah, I get bite and 2 claws. Yeah, actually, I'll do that.
Okay, do the claws first because they're more cinematic.
Okay.
Make me an attack roll.
Well, the 2's not gonna hit. Even with the plus 9, I don't think a 11
That's an
hits.
11. You still have your determination.
Sure, I'll spend that.
Ooh, that's not that. That's gonna hit.
Okay, cool. So then the 22 will definitely hit.
Yep. Roll damage.
Okay. So 2d8 plus 10. 34 slashing damage.
Okay, your claw is going to slam down, piercing it, and he's gonna go, I don't think so. And it's gonna... And your claw is not going to pierce him after all. But your second one is gonna hit. What'd you get on the second attack?
Oh, I rolled them together.
Oh, okay. So basically you're gonna... So I don't know how much damage you actually did in that case.
I rolled a 7 and a 7. So it's gonna be... It would be 12 and 12.
Okay, so basically he's going to reverse the damage. But the second one's going to go through. I'm just going to combine them together just to make life easy. So he reverses up most of the damage, but the second one's still going to pin him to the ground. And he's actually quite bloodied. You don't think he was able to heal all of that. You still have a bite attack.
I would like to bite.
He reaches into his shirt, pulls out a pair of glasses with a fake nose, and goes, you wouldn't hurt a goblin with glasses, would you?
I kind of have to get my stuff back and my friend's stuff back, so I'm sorry. That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
He's prone. You have advantage.
Ooh. That rolls a lower. So 21 to hit.
That's going to hit. Do you do more than 2 points of damage?
Well, I roll 2d10 plus 5 piercing plus 1d8 radiant damage.
So, too bad for boy.
Oof.
And And we have a new winner by cannibalism. In the background, you hear vomiting. The last Barghast is going to look around and try to run away. Tia, it's your turn as this thing is trying to run away.
How far is it from me?
You can reach it with your skitter legs.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna skitter over and I'm gonna go at it with my, you know what, everything.
Do it.
Let's just do
Give me your
everything.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah. One sec. Does a... What is that being? 19 hit.
Yep.
Okay. Does a 10... No, that's not it. That's
you know what?
13.
I'm just gonna say if it's what 15 or up, it hits.
Okay. So that's...
If it no, pardon me, an 18 or up.
18 or up? Okay. So... Man, only one of them's gonna hit.
Okay.
And that will be one of my claws. Because that's my claw dice.
Okay.
And I rolled garbage for it again. But it still ends up being 8 bludgeoning. And it's grappled.
All right, sounds good. You are going to grapple it. It is going to look at you, and it's going to say an infernal... Shit. And then it's going to switch to comment. Spare me. Make me a wisdom save.
Ooh. That is gonna be a 21.
You do not have to spare him if you don't want to. All right. You know what I'm going to say? Between you and Fadia, this Barghast is not going to be able to do much, but... you know, as you're pinning this, Dempsey's just going to stab it through the back of the head.
Nice.
Just... I need a drink. You owe me a drink. We're going to get drunk when this is all said and done. Deal?
Shrug with claws? If a scorpion can do that?
You know, for a giant green scorpion, you're still kind of cute. I'll be honest. I probably slept with worse.
Can I stab him? My tail?
I mean, you
Fadia's
can't-
gives a slight growl and for the dragon and says, I wouldn't if I were you.
All right, with that, do you actually want to stab him?
Maybe non-lethal, like smack.
You're not going to be able to non-lethally stab him with a scorpion tail.
He's a god. He'll
Yeah,
be
he's not very
fine.
good at it, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You can give him a All
A
right.
very, very threatening claw close to certain areas.
See?
Keep it in mind, both of you. We have a new winner! The Tame of Dempsey's! The crowd goes wild. And with that, we'll continue our celebration today on Mirage Day! Somebody go get the cake! And with that, the rest of you climb inside of the cake, now with your cake mimic, and you start to be taken back to your cells. Now having succeeded in this final endeavor of escaping, of defeating this raid in the Colosseum. Perhaps this is not your final fight yet, though. But we'll have to find that out next episode. Here on Dork Tales. Because it's 11 and I'm tired. Because we went a little late tonight because cake fights. So hey folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Did you guys have fun with that? With the weird cake fight?
Oh, so funny.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a lot
that
of
was
fun.
in my
really
head was the do you remember the show that went like fighting food-ons?
Fighting Foodons?
Yeah, it was like this anime type thing, but they played it on Saturday mornings on Channel 15 here, along with like Kirby and Sonic. It was like one of those mornings. For kids. It was a for kids thing.
Okay, I think I've heard of it.
Yeah. And it's just like, just these people that make food, but then the food fight each other.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. All right. So, folks, that's going to be it from us tonight. Thank you for tuning in to this, apparently 100th episode. We're going to be back in a couple of weeks for this, and hopefully you will be too, because we'll miss you. Love you very much, and we will continue with more Shards of Nyrn, because I guarantee after the Mirage arc, I really like where this goes, so stick around. I think you'll like it. And it'll be really easy to get into, even if you're brand new to it. It will make a lot of sense. Also, we're going to shed a few NPCs in the party, which is going to be fantastic, because running 5 NPCs is a pain in the ass. So, hope you had a great episode. And thanks for sticking with us. Be sure to come back this weekend for Onyx PathCon here on Dork Tales. And if this is your first time with us, be sure to like, subscribe, smash any bells that you might find lying on the ground. And if you really love us, be sure to head over to patreon.com/dorktales and support the stream, like some of the lovely people over there already who have allowed us to run additional games per week, like my divine producer DM Michael Gray, my demonic producer Solomon and Precarious, as well as Taryn, Buddy, Trizelta, Cubby Gummy, Eolus, and Amberthist, who are all my princes of the Patreon. I also want to thank people who have been here the whole time, like Nacro, who is has been with us and actually a while back sent me some fantastic minis of our characters, like back in like 2019 when we were just starting out, and I still remember that. So I still actually have them. They're just in that. I have not painted them because I've been so paranoid about messing them up. But I've got them like just off camera in my next to my dice. So thank you so much for that, man. It really does. You were the first thing that a fan ever sent us, and that's always going to be amazing. So, and you know what else is amazing? All of you who got us to where we are today with more than 4,000 subs on YouTube, almost 4,000 followers on Twitch, and a platform where I get to play D&D and run D&D and other role-playing games professionally, which, although exhausting, is wonderful to share this type of entertainment with you. So thank you so much for being with us. And here's to the next 100 episodes. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody. And don't forget, magical bullshit. See you next time.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.